Simple as that. Not going to do a starting soon screen because those of you familiar with it now, it is DevStream day, and that means why have a starting soon screen? Only to then have a starting soon screen when the dev starting soon screen starts. The word start no longer makes sense. So, let's just make all the announcements of we are public and are ready to go, and that's that, simply. Yep, everything should be up and running. Let's refresh these pages here because they always start going. There we go. And everything should be stable. Excellent. And today I have set up a DevStream bingo. Welcome in, Elliot. Oh yes, indeed, there is a DevStream bingo on the stream today. So I've got the bingo card ready to go. In fact, if I link it into here, should work. There we go. This is what we got. This lovely, lovely thing is what I've got available to me and will be using throughout the dev stream as well. I've come up with 25 things which I think could likely or at least possibly be referenced during the dev stream. Some of them much more likely, others much less likely. And we'll see what happens as it happens. So yeah, we'll be bringing that up during the dev stream whenever any of them get called, whenever any triggers are noted. I figure that's simple enough, really. What happens, happens. You'd like to call OTAC law simply for the bit? I mean, fair enough, okay. Didn't realize we were calling things outside of just having a bingo card, but sure. If you want to make your own bingo card, you go right ahead. Yes, in terms of making your own bingo card, you can actually just use !bingo and grab your own randomized version of the 25 items that I picked out for this particular dev stream. So you can follow along yourself, see how many lines you get. I'll say 134 hours in a single month. Zom? You need to give people context when you join a conversation with something like that. Like, what? Good morning, Templar. Welcome on in. The dev stream is due in like, what, 14 minutes? Yeah, it should be going up soon. It's always that awkward moment of, well, it needs to go live, but when will they go live? When do I actually switch scene over to it? So I'm just going to try and keep tabs as to when that happens. Now, we shall see what comes of it. And I know I've done the silly thing of going live like well later than a lot of people in the category. I don't care. I had food to have. That's how it goes. Dev streams are from 7 PM my time. It gets a little bit awkward. Like, do I move my evening meal that much further forwards just to try and stream sooner? Nah. Just not worth. Let's face it, what have you missed out on? A waiting room? No. This is the maximum I would give it, just to ensure everyone's fully found themselves in. Don't want to wait on stream? Not particularly, Zom, no. Not particularly. I've never really found the appeal of being a slice of life streamer. The one who's just going to broadcast their every breath. Yeah. It just doesn't appeal to me. I will stream what has significant value to it, and when I feel it's not got the same value, and certainly not the same value to me, I won't. Because it's crossed my mind that I could, for example, stream my my main work day, as it were, which is all the YouTube side stuff. Not stream admin things, you don't get to see that. That's the backside of a business, you don't look there. But in terms of all the YouTube creation, so the scoping out of details, the scripting, the recording, cleaning up of the recording, planning out the scenes, recording of the scenes, video editor to bring it all together, composing the different overlays, and then final finished product into thumbnail. And I've given you lots snippets of that over time. Snippets of either scene recording or video editing or audio editing process. But it's not something I really want to kind of continuously stream, and that is the larger part of my working day. a big part of live streaming for me is about the interaction with yourselves here in chat. And I can't do that whilst maintaining that same workflow. And I can't give you the same level of interactive and engaging stream in that same vein as well. That's the way I see all of that. And an eating stream, present for the sake of being present, is just the worst end of that to me. Really, thank you very much for gifting us up over to Happy Hour Honeymoon. Much appreciated there. Cheers. Yes, Kilton, y'all are visible in chat at the moment. Absolutely, up until the Warframe stream itself goes live, y'all get to be up on here on the intermission side of things. Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep these windows the way around I need them. Yes, Mirai, I saw that bit you threw over Xenos' way. Xenos completely oblivious as to the joke you were making. Yes. As I'm saying, may I pin the year in review link temporarily in Warframe main, or should we keep that clear? In Warframe main? I mean, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, if the year in review is out, then sure. Why not pop it there? People will probably be notified of it through email and whatnot as well, but yeah. Hello there, Watermelon. Welcome on in. How's the bingo card work? Is it all the same boxes being randomized positions? Correct, Ellie, yeah. I've only come up with the 25 items, so it is the same 25 for everyone, and the placement of them rotates around. I believe the only one that doesn't move is the soul frame one in the middle, but if I'm incorrect on that, then oops. I think I set it up so soul frame one should stay central, and that's because they're going to mention soul frame at some point on it, so it is the free space. Yeah. Anything I wish to see revealed on the dev stream? Honestly, I'm going in with an open mind to it. As much as I've created the bingo card has been very much a case of these are things that may come up, but I am more focused on just seeing what they have to showcase rather than me trying to predict it and allow myself to be disappointed. You get what I mean? If I only focus on what they're showing, then I see 100% of the stream and nothing else. If I focus on what I would do, then I'm almost guaranteed to be disappointed about something. So I just try not to predict it. That is my my philosophy with these things. It goes similarly with how I just don't really care for game previews and alpha releases in general, things which are, oh well, it's up and coming. Don't sell me on futures. Sell me on what exists today. Because right now, what exists today in the gaming space is more games than I could play in a lifetime. Genuinely. What exists right now across all of hobbies throughout all of humanity is more than I could cover in dozens of lifetimes. So I don't need to worry about what's going to be possibly, maybe, potentially brought out tomorrow. I've got enough stuff going on today, as it were. My philosophy is it is just healthier to focus on what is rather than what could be, unless you're in the driving seat of making what could be into what is. Fair enough, kids. Yep. More about Stalker could be interesting, absolutely. There is a very open-ended plot line there, isn't there? We don't know where that thread's going just yet. Alright, let's refresh category. Not them as yet. Eyes on it. As you were saying, if they have an alpha or beta, you can play. Ooh, scrolls. That is different, but until then, it's all just hopes and dreams. To an extent, a lot of the times when it comes to alpha games, especially, or just the old early access, is that they'll go, yeah, here's the idea of what we're going to do. But please, when it comes to anything where you may wish to be critical or negative, understand we're working on it. Where's the content? We're working on it. Where's the balancing? We're working on it. Where's the bug fixes? We're working on it. And I get a little bit tired of that, because there are other things where they've finished working on it and sell the finished product. So I'll just go for the finished products, thank you very much. It is usually around this time where someone steps in and goes, "Oh, but Warframe's in open beta. It's not been released." And that person will inevitably get slapped through the internet for being a moron. You play Soulframe Preludes though? I mean, Soulframe is a good example of my issues, quite frankly. They, first of all, make a big show and dance about the name. And we have basically the name and the vaguest of concepts, which is more of a movie intro than a video game. Warframe's live? Oh, excellent. Let's refresh on my side, make sure I've got all the bits and pieces for that. Why is it not showing? There we go. Right, good. We can move over to it now. Yeah, as they've developed, they've changed a lot. They're introducing a lot. There is a hell of a lot more to Soulframe now. From what I've seen, it is now a lot closer to what I consider in a fair playable state. There. Right. Let's switch us over. Oh, I'm going to need to... We go to here. That should reload it. Ah! There we go. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm fine with games which are ready to go. It's just they intend to do a lot more with it. Updates to games, that's absolutely fine. It's the general abuse of the use of alpha and early access, where I'm just like, I could honestly just do without. I don't want to be someone's unpaid bug tester. And I get that a lot of people are okay with that. I'm not saying it's unreasonable, I'm saying that it's just never really been my focus. The idea of grabbing onto something that, oh, but it could be good later, you just have to believe. Yeah. Show off stream music? Ah yes, that does need to go off now. I forgot to click that one. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah. Happy are saying Soulframe's just not the kind of game that they enjoy in early access. Honestly, fair enough, yeah. Too many companies doing the whole early access thing, not doing it very well. I agree. I agree. Some same faults. The only frame in the top 5 that gained usage % this year. Fair enough. I see where you're coming from there, Wally. Yeah, there is some connection on that conversation we had as well. Yeah. Like I say, it's a personal philosophy. It just mostly comes down to there's enough stuff that exists, is at least in a quote-unquote finished state, regardless of updates coming out or whatnot. It will either be in late beta or finished. There is enough of that I don't see enough reason to skip it over for stuff that is largely just unfinished. If something is playable and has room to grow, I'll measure it on what is playable. If that room to grow looks promising, then I'll look back again once it's grown. If that room to grow never comes to be, I won't be the one disappointed. That is my overall philosophy on it. I have been disappointed in the past with releases coming out that were nothing like what was promised or what was expected, or just simply failed the expectations I had. Setting those expectations is a setup for failure too many times for me. Yeah. Twitch has so many Warframe restreams. Yeah. Given we are coming off the back of a major story update and want to see where we're going next, is it any surprise that a lot of creators are hopping on board to find out as it happens? No surprise to me. Reminder everyone, if you want to join in on the bingo, you don't have to wait for me to bring up my one on screen here. It'll be popping in and out as it happens. You can indeed grab your own version, which is randomized squares, by using !bingo. See if you can get more lines than I get put together here. !bingo for your own copy of that. Soulframe should end up in the center of it, because of course they're going to use the word Soulframe at some point. It may be a Warframe dev stream with Warframe devs, they're going to mention Soulframe at some point. That's just how it goes, so that is the free space. All the rest of it, it depends if they think to mention it. Yeah, no drops here, Shezbot. The drops happen on the Warframe main channel only. Does the drops on the dev stream work if you have it muted on a separate tab? It depends on how Twitch wants to handle it, because sometimes it breaks even if you did everything right. So I can't make any promises on that. They keep on changing the system, and they never get it to work effectively. I wish you well. Melee influence? Yeah, it's on there. It's on my bingo card. That is one of the less likely to come up ones, but it could come up. Just like Equinox is on there, may come up, may not. We'll have to see. New Kim chats, you never know. Yeah, you could put the volume on the main dev stream all the way down to 1%. That could work. So technically you're listening to it in the same way that technically I exercise. Yeah, we'll all have the same 25 items, Clash Point, because it's the 25 I put together. So we've all got the same silly ones. It's the order of them that changes. See how many lines you can get. Because I don't expect we're going to get a blackout of this. Not at all. Nah. I'll be honest, it was a little bit of a struggle coming up with these 25. It was a little bit of a struggle without going into just truly unreasonable items. I think, what could come up without just basically reading what the dev shorts had said? I've tried to navigate that line without just going this rework, that rework, another rework. Because then some people would just get like 5 different reworks as options and go, well, that'd suck. Here we go, last few seconds, it's about time. I'll try and manage the audio as it happens. Those of you who've been for dev streams here before, you know how that goes. Oh boy, do we know how that goes. Any second now. There we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very
Looks like we got a standard crew.
day in London, Ontario.
Indeed.
Pablo deserves a lot of credit for making it in today.
I'm the only one that walked.
It was like,
He walked here.
it was very hard for him to get.
Pablo walked in.
Minus 17 Celsius?
It's down to like 25
But like
now,
feels
I think. Yeah.
like 20 or something.
Are we out of
wind
focus?
chill, so
Are we out of focus?
Definitely needs to put the mic a little bit higher.
Welcome to DevStream 192, the very first DevStream of 2026. We're so back. and we have a lot to
So back.
We're so back, guys. And we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to get through. So let's just get right into it. Introductions, if you don't know the people on this couch, we'll start with the man who braved the winter storm himself.
Hello, hello. My name is Pablo. I'm the design director in Warframe.
And the world's coldest guy.
Very much so.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I am the creative director of Warframe and not as cold as Pablo.
There you go. I'm Megan Everett. I'm your community director, and I'm about like in the middle, you know? I'm like, I'm lukewarm.
Lukewarm.
There it is.
Lukewarm. Be very warm.
Lukewarm.
Hi, I'm Steve. I feel rather heated today.
Oh, I see. Oh!
Get him! Get him!
I don't know, am I Ilya or Shane?
Do not answer that question, either of you.
Okay.
How's your Russian accent?
I think that is a Steve jumps ahead already one there. I think so, yeah. Oh, there's that one. There we go.
Canadian product.
It feels like
It is. We're proud.
Canadian
We're proud.
pride.
Canadian pride in many ways.
You're not Ilya, but who are you?
Jeff.
Jeff. That's Jeff Crooks over there.
Hi.
The
All
stream
right.
is lagging. Can we make sure we're all clear? I saw a stream is lagging.
That's going to be for someone
Chad,
else that
could you
streams
confirm?
lagging.
Count along with me. 1.
We had
That doesn't work,
3.
right?
We're good.
drops are enabled. I saw also.
Drops
I
are
saw no
enabled?
drops question mark a few times.
They kick off right at 2.
Right at 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So is there like a little refresh that someone has to do?
They could if they wanted to,
Okay.
but you don't
Refreshing
have
is
to, 'cause
probably
it's a
best.
going. Don't you worry. All right.
you're on the
like I said, first
Warframe
DevStream
side.
of the year.
Not
How are we
outside.
feeling? We're back.
Yeah.
Aside from the polar vortex,
Okay.
we feel great.
Everything feels great.
We
Yeah.
feel happy
great.
and grateful to all of our tenno. I know there's a lot of you tuned in, it seems, as well.
They do
So
have matching
thanks for
shirts by the
joining
looks
us.
of it. Yeah,
But yeah,
you're right,
what an
Templar.
incredible year that Warframe had last year.
Yeah,
And,
close to a year was crazy.
It was amazing, and well, we did a little bit with Soulframe too, so that's cool too.
There we go.
So yeah, the whole company
Free
really
space was
came
free
together
after
and
all.
just worked their butts off, and
It was crazy.
and everyone at home showed up and played and broke all the records. I mean, we've said it on the dev shorts, but
It was amazing.
broke all of our historical records for Warframe.
And like just
Very
to be
nice.
clear, what that means
Yep.
to us, the team is, this game, we'll be doing our 13-year anniversary campaign closer to March. And for a lot of us, I think all of us have been here for almost all that time. And then some people just joined the team last year just for the launch. And everyone is still just so shocked that people show up and care about our game. So we will do our best to make it a game worth caring about still, because we are just beyond grateful that people like you in the community are a part of our little journey. So,
Give it up for the community,
Yeah.
everybody.
but
Look at you
we
guys.
will give you things to bully us about.
That's right.
Oh, is
This stream in
always
particular, very important. in
We
this-
give and we take away.
That's right. You can bully us. There's
to
going to be
bully
some
about?
topics to bully us about
But
this
we
stream.
received a gift this week
That
by
count
one of our
charity slot? It does
animators,
not.
Elise,
Oh,
to
yes.
represent how we're feeling in this
Oh,
moment.
Yes.
God.
So Elise had to dust
right.
off the animation,
Where's bingo card?
dust.
Exclamation
She
mark
did
bingo.
this
That's
like on
fine.
the down low.
I know.
You can grab your
Clean.
own
She
there.
could, like-
I will
And
pop
then
mine
everyone
away.
else on the team
time
started
to time, 'cause
to
it's
invest their
large.
skills. It takes lighters, levelers. So yeah, enjoy. Maybe get rid of us, Rue. So actually, no, never mind.
I
we're
knew
cropped.
this existed, but it's way better than I thought.
It
What
gets-
is Roth doing in the background?
Roughly
Yeah, you keep looking and
The
it
more
gets
you watch it,
better.
the better it gets.
Ridiculous.
Like flares yelling in the background, like just rocking out.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
And
Okay.
Leon
Good.
just is so done with it.
I
Like,
think we should just leave this for the whole stream.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Just loop this.
Yeah.
Just watch for an
Just
hour.
Just
Yeah.
find times Rue to splash it up.
Yeah. When we start
It
to
is
get
certainly
boring,
quite
toss us
the,
out.
Cool.
Leon
quite
is
the
having
animation
a moment. He's just not in the prison.
He's a good guy.
Yep.
Speaking of
haven't
Twitch
said it
drops,
yet,
our
Shazbot.
Twitch drops today are a Umberformer blueprint
Am I?
and a kick at the can at the Tau
There we go,
Forge
yeah.
Archon Shard grab bag, Crimson
just said
Amber
Umberformer.
Azure. We'll see what you get
Just
for
in
that.
case they didn't
After the
say
stream,
it.
gifts of the Lotus
This is
Alerts,
only an
got a
option,
Ribbon Cipher and a Pistol Ribbon mod. Get in game, play the alerts, get yourself some goodies,
Your
Nice.
ribbon could be for the most used gun this year, maybe.
which we're about to find out.
What could it be? What is the most used?
Not a spreadsheet stream.
It's
We're gonna
Well,
let them bully
that's
us.
going to be
Trust me.
2025 stats.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to start the 2026 housekeeping with reviewing what we all did in 2025. You as a community, what do we think is the top used Warframe? Chat, what do we think?
Used
That
Warframe,
one
Revenant.
you have to guess.
Yeah.
Like, that
Who
that one
is
is
it?
such an easy
I haven't looked
one.
at it.
Is
Revenant.
it?
Just
I already
check.
saw it, Wukong. It was literally the first name.
All right, let's go over
Yeah,
to
Ariel would have been impressive if that was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would have
that
been.
would have been.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh,
Wukong.
Oh, okay, I'm wrong.
I'm so sorry.
Goodness.
Here we go. Oh, I need. Oh, okay, yeah, great. No, it's okay.
Great,
No, you're
not
good.
so
You're
great.
good.
Wow.
You're good. You're good.
These are some,
I like a line of sight, you know.
Jesus.
assistant.
Who are
Speaking
you,
of line of
Dante?
sight. Oh.
Hello,
Runs down
Wukong.
at 4.
All right.
Interesting, okay,
These are
okay.
the 2025 global community stats. Lo and behold, Wukong Prime sits at the top.
There would be. I
There he
remember the
be.
time when Wukong has like less than 1% usage.
Totally remember
And then
that,
what
yeah.
happened?
And
Do we-
then
do we
I
give
just,
that a
maybe
maniacal
made
after
a
one? Not
little
sure, not
mistake
sure.
or two.
Interesting. Interesting.
That's quite the
Do you think you
cackle.
deserve a second chance?
No, I think I'm okay with that one. We've done a few too many swings.
Okay.
The
But
funny one is the story is I get asked for buffs to that all the time, and it's the most used melee in the game. And
come
they're
on.
like, what is
Yeah,
the
yeah, no.
Pennysaurus? When is that coming out?
Zoris does not need buffs.
Wow, that's quite
exactly
the
what
voice.
that sounds
That's quite the voice.
That's him making fun of me because that's what I asked him. That's his Rebecca voice. But we also have your personalized stats. And this is the public website, public build. So I'm going to show you a limited glance into the world. No, not yet. No, we don't want to show them.
Don't look. Oh, right. Sorry, go ahead.
You're going to see a look into my 2025. What is my most played frame? Any guesses, chat?
Keep in mind, Roth
Oh
came out
God,
the end of the
what
year.
is
Yeah.
Reb's most played?
Let's see. 19 platinum on Rebecca's account. I know. I'm poor. Oh, lots of people got it right.
Did they?
Yep.
All right, you
Wisp?
ready?
Yep.
Here's
It is
Rev.
Nyx.
There
It
she
is
is.
Nyx.
Okay.
Nyx
Yeah.
Prime. I should be more accurate to say she is my most used Warframe. Eleanor came out, and it was just a no-brainer. Because Eleanor came out in December of
see. I
2024,
see.
and then I played all of 2025 with. That's
right.
But you might be
I
surprised
see.
at my top 5. Maybe, maybe not. We got some basic stats here. Cyto9.
Oh, that's
Had a
Yeah,
lot
but
of fun
top
with
five.
him.
I got it.
Protea
Yeah.
always. She's just easy mode Warframe. And then Araxia and Dagoth. So there you go.
You're gonna have a good year.
Fair enough.
You're
then.
the horse.
So,
you were
I think
preparing.
so. You guys can judge my top 5. You can bully me in whatever way is appropriate. So
Not
I
here
think
to
everyone's-
judge.
Everyone's down.
Not
Yep.
here to
Everyone's
judge.
down. Sorry, Sight's one of the girls, so
yep,
just
for
a gang
sure.
of the girls.
Yep, Horse Lady is buffed by Reb. No, you'll see. We got some Dagus news today.
We got Dagoth news.
Oh, there's
All
Dark news
right,
today.
thank you,
Okay.
Rue. Back to us we go. All right. If you want to check out your stats or check more about the community stats, you can do !stats in Twitch chat. Take yourself right there. Have a little gander. See Wukong Prime at the top. You know how it is. Pretty sure Dante was like 6. I'm just saying.
In my list?
No, global.
Oh.
He was like 6 or
Dante's
7.
sixth
That's
global.
my man. Whoa,
Dante
chat,
did well.
relax. All right. Chill. Relax.
I hope Nightbot's
did talk about the
developer
giveaways
was
for
ready
Shade
for
of
that
Cheats.
many
Oh, it's
pokes.
never ready. Wow, look at it go. Or you can just go to warframe.com/stats. Sorry.
Either one.
Either one.
Good luck, web team.
All right. Let's take a moment to talk about some upcoming IRL events that are on the schedule. First up, literally next week, the team is going to Australia. Yes! Hitting up
okay.
Brisbane and Melbourne this year. And for the first time ever, we have partnered
Enjoy,
with Jungle Merchandise, and we're doing a pop-up merch store in Australia. You can get yourself some of these really awesome Australia
merch
goodies.
on the, bingo card?
I
That'd
think
have
you were
been an
saying you
easy
don't
win.
need a 10 VIP ticket.
Yeah, so what we're doing for the first time is for regions that are, have really high shipping costs, we're actually going to be bringing a whole bunch of merch to you to sell on site at a location to be determined. And you don't need a 10 VIP ticket. This is going to be fully open to the public. You can come to our little
Fair enough.
Warframe pop-up. You can take some photos. You can buy some merch. So if you are Australian and you are in Brisbane or
Are we getting
Melbourne,
this in-game? No,
we are
this
going to have
is,
these open and no ticket needed. You can just come buy
physical
some merch and hang out.
There you go.
No branded Vegemite?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
No, thank you.
So maybe no thanks. No thanks.
No thanks. We'll have information about the exact location next week. So if you're interested in knowing that, just stay tuned for that information. You can grab some loot.
Yeah.
All right. Secondly,
Ready?
we're going to the also very cold Boston for PAX East. We have 10 VIP tickets. We're going to be doing that on the Friday. They're up for grabs on February 12th. So very soon you can RSVP yourself to that
Live on a
event.
Saturday.
The
I will
website's
not be
imploding.
co-streaming
All right,
that.
I got
Sorry,
I got to look
Leah.
It's my
at this.
day off.
Sorry, Leah. And then the day after, we have a bit of a different style dev stream. More to come on what that's going to be, so stay tuned there. But you can come and attend. You'll get some free goodies for coming to the dev stream and 10 VIP as well. So come on down, hang out with us in Boston. All right, thirdly, TennoCon 2026. It's a thing. Come on, guys. July 10th and 11th. You're going to be able to get your tickets for TennoCon 2026 this February 27th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
July 10th.
July 10th and
That's
11th.
earlier.
Double day. It is a little bit
It's a
earlier.
little
Yeah.
earlier.
I need those extra
the-
days.
so
Those
yeah,
times.
That time.
My answer is
Pressure.
Pressure. Yep.
Let's remind ourselves quickly on what those
I will
TennoCon ticket
probably not be
tiers
there.
are. We got your general, we got your VIP, and we got your 2 legendary tickets if you want to be a legendary. Wait, is that K-pop Demon Hunter song?
Golden.
Golden. Damn it! we gotta rebrand. We gotta rebrand.
Answer faster. Rebecca did.
Yeah. Blue is the Huntrix stan.
My bad. My honest bad. So yes, you can on February 27th, 4 p.m. Get yourself one of these
They are
tickets.
a little loud.
And,
Yeah, I'm trying to
you
get the
can meet
balance
us here in
between
London,
Are
Ontario.
we
the
figuring out
loud
the charity that we're doing this year?
Reb
Yep, but we
and
got some
Megan
ideas.
versus the
Okay.
quieter
We're
Jeff
going
and
to do the
Steve.
Rebecca Closet charity where all your money will go to
They're
Don't
hard to
even
hear.
joke about
new
that.
t-shirts. Someone keeps stealing my t-shirts.
No.
My
Dirty
t-shirts.
Your
Dirty.
t-shirts. Our t-shirts.
Our t-shirts. One is yours. Yes,
One
that's
is
correct.
yours.
Yep, so please come to TennoCon if you can, and if you can't, there'll be lots of really cool stuff online as well.
Of course. And there
See
is
the
a
online
Tenno
stuff.
concert this
There's
year.
going to be a concert again?
Yes.
Different vibes.
Different vibe.
Oh.
Different vibe. We are doing slam poetry live.
No, we're not doing slam
Steve Sinclair has
poetry.
one bongo drum. It really went to his head that he opened the show with
I got
the
a rain
acoustic
stick
guitar.
and a bongo drum.
Yeah, and yeah.
There you go. I saw some mentions of Brazil. Is there anyone from Brazil?
I
in
actually
chat?
saw
I
someone
just saw
asking.
Brazil.
Can we get
I
some
saw-
Brazil
I
in
saw
chat?
some
Is there
Brazil,
anyone?
Yep.
Any,
Which are one of the most used.
amazing.
Wow.
Anyone
That's impressive.
Can we get some
locally in
Brazil in
Brazil loves Brazil? Oh, there they are,
Yeah.
Brazil.
Why are you wearing a Brazil shirt,
Because
Megan?
guess what? We're finally coming to Brazil. Yeah.
All right, let's see chat.
And a VIP
May
is really going
1st,
around.
we're coming. Yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited. This is our first time. We're going to be in Sao Paulo.
What is Liga Art? Art
on
by
May
Liga.
1st. And
That's
if
what.
you want to snag yourself some tickets, they're going to be up for grabs on April 2nd.
Yeah, Shaz,
You
I've
can
not
do
set up any
exclamation
altar docking.
point
You're very right.
Brazil with the Z. Sorry, we're Canadian. And you can squat on the
Could
ticket
list
page.
that both.
Well, isn't it
If
sometimes
they
you can
could
do
keep
the S?
themselves at a
Your shirt
compressed
has-
and
Yeah,
balanced
so
level,
that's
it'll
That's
be
what, that's what I
have
mean.
both.
Like,
Yeah.
can you do both? Well, I just want to make sure they know which one.
I also like that you said Zed too. So.
Zed.
Oh, is that
Canadian.
wrong?
No, it's right.
That's correct.
Canadian, yeah.
For Canada, it's very
Canada,
correct.
yeah.
Yep.
Exclamation point Brazil if you would like to squat on that page. As I said, tickets will be available April 2nd, and we'll finally be coming to Brazil. And it's going to be incredible. Ah, yes! That is how we're feeling.
I'm not
Yeah,
counting
perfect.
this
That is
as
how we're
pre-recorded
feeling.
video.
Every
because it's
Brazilian
more
in
of a
chat
gift.
right now.
We love you, and we cannot wait to come and see you in Brazil. Oh,
Coxinha, brigadeiro.
oh, te amo Brazil. Te amo
Wow.
Brazil. I love you.
What
Can't
are
wait to
those
see
called? Polyglots or whatever? Polyglots. With an L? Polyglot.
That's a mod.
Yeah, if you could speak many languages, it's polyglot.
All right.
Yeah.
You were talking about Daggett being one
Awesome.
of your #1 Warframes. We're in the midst of Year of the Horse, and here we go. Starting February 11th, we're kicking off the Lunar New Year celebrations with Year of the Horse. And as you have seen, because Rue spoiled it last stream, Daggett Deluxe is coming, of course, with her beautiful
Huzzah.
accompanying Kate skin. This will be launching February 11th, as I said. But let's take a closer look in-game at Miss
Holy.
Daggett Yafari skin.
Yes, so this is for the Spring Festival Lunar New Year skin. So as
Okay,
you know,
yeah, fair
year over
enough.
year, we've been doing more and more of these. And yeah, she is,
Oh.
this is Chunjie Kuaile. So this is for Happy Spring Festival.
random
This is
colour
our,
fashion.
Year of the
There
Horse.
we go.
This is the first skin, deluxe skin for Daggett. And she just looks incredible. She's got the color channels, the energy, the hoof adjacent feet, the tail.
I was gonna say the tail.
Can we see the tail? Look at that. It's so
I do see the comparison
cool.
to
I don't think so.
I do see
I
that.
don't think
I
so.
don't think we should show them.
But
Might change
Loses
everything.
mind,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
you should zoom in a bit.
I'm so sorry.
No, I meant the tail.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Here we go.
It's energy, but it's like a fire texture, so it's a little different than our normal fire. But it
Okay.
is Year of the Horse. It is Fire Horse, so we have some great things, and that's not all.
That's not all.
I like the defaults so much.
It's so sick.
Classic, clean. We love it.
I love it. Yeah.
And obviously, if you're into horses, she's also going to be coming with an
you're into
ephemera.
horses.
It is
Yeah.
a clean look
And it's
to
a
it.
little
Look
horse
at
that
her
runs
go.
around.
Oh my god.
Oh, now that is
No.
precious.
But that's not all.
That's not all. my favorite part about it is if you walk, she walks beside you.
You can have My Little Pony.
Okay, we weren't
That's-
gonna say
yeah,
that.
It's a little pony.
We weren't
It's
gonna
so
say
cute.
that. It is very cute.
Very, very, very
That
cute.
is
And
adorable.
as we saw, the Kaith is getting a skin. Oh, I lost my mouse. There we go. We're back. And I would like to take you to the Primetime Dojo.
Oh, nice.
Archaic Warframe Primetime Dojo. We're gonna go to Dagoth's Hollow. We're just gonna check out the Kaith skin, see what we can see.
All
what
right,
play
let's go have a
around
look at
there.
that.
So if you have Duviri on
Let's
the
go and bring
mind,
your
or if
status.
you have unlocked the
Looking
Riding
like
Rank
this.
9 Intrinsics, you can bring your horse, aka your cave, to other open world landscapes. And now you can have a very, very stylish skin for your cave. So this is a full cave skin. It looks incredible. Very,
That
it
is
still has
indeed
like the
stylish.
sort of gothic details on the front for the horse. And you can all, yeah,
You can get
Yep.
a little
Yep.
fun with it.
yep.
Get a little
So-
crazy.
And it also looks
If I sound
incredible
good
with
as a young gear, I'll be
Dagoth
honest, I don't.
Good
for
evening,
default
Understand
everyone.
it on
accessories,
that
which
Happy
is the
DEVSTREAM.
Oron Omen saddle that
level.
you can buy. But like, it looks
Boom, thank you very
so
much for
good
the
with it.
Still
34
accessorize
months there. Much
and really
appreciated.
just vibe
And good
out
evening
with
to you
your
as
horse.
well.
What do you think, Pablo?
Love me a horse.
I'm glad you love a horse. Thank you, Rick.
Man of many words, right
As
there.
well, we have some dojo decorations coming. There's a Sugatra, there's the floof we've shown
This
you,
is not
so
coming out
lots
for
to
Round
be
Colour Fashion?
celebrated
We've
for
already
with
had
the
that,
Lunar
yeah.
New Year. But someone's going to China soon, actually, right?
Yes. So as part of the Australia tour, I fly to Brisbane with the team, and then we have a couple days in between the Melbourne one, so I'm taking off, going to Shanghai to visit Shanghai, and Tencent is organizing a small meet and greet with some Chinese players. So I think I have to practice my Chinese more. But
You practice a lot.
I know, but I have
Doja Hao.
Daja hao, daja hao.
Woja.
So
Megan.
if you have tips
Best if
about
she has the
Shanghai,
time to learn
please
so
send
many
them to me.
languages.
I've never been. And then I'm going to eat lots of shengjiangbao, so the pork buns.
Oh.
And I will say, 我很激动讲到中国的玩家们. So we're very excited to see our Chinese players.
My goodness.
Who are you?
What the hell?
Something.
I think.
Reb is, she's
I have no way to
on it, like,
verify.
That's incredible.
Yep. So here we go.
That's
there you go.
amazing.
She'll be in China. All right.
And it's got nothing to do with Love and D Space.
I may or may not.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Well, just checking. Just checking.
Seems a bit suspect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A bit suspect.
Yeah, that might be where that game is made.
We don't tell you.
Ulterior motives.
We're
in
not
Shanghai.
moderating,
That's a
Reb.
Wait, it's made in Shanghai? That's crazy. that I'd
What
be
a
going
coincidence.
there.
What a coincidence.
That's,
Uh-huh.
wow.
Okay.
Insane. Insane. All right, moving right along. For the month of February, starting the 4th, we have Star Days returning. Returning items, new items, and one of the, or a couple of the new items that are coming are
more Star
brand
Days?
new glyphs made by the one, the only Derica art, featuring our lovely
Aw.
Devil's Triad. We
That
love.
is a nice trio.
So great.
They're
looks
so
amazing.
cute. And I think it's really cool what you guys came up with for the second batch
Yes,
there.
so shout out to Charlie and obviously Derica for making this, but the ones below you see are actually meant to be more, they're displays, but they're frames, so they're transparent, so you can put them on top of other displays and almost have like your little picture frame of a display. Something in the
That is a
background.
nifty
Just
idea.
realize what they're doing with their hands.
I know.
You just realized that?
Just noticed that's diabolical.
They're making hearts. They're making hearts.
I know, but they kind of hate each other.
Not in this reality.
Oh my god.
Well, look at, did you see Roth has devil horns on his heart?
Oh my god, Derica!
Derica.
Derica.
You sneaky
Some
little-
beautiful details in those
Anyways,
glyphs.
Star Days, February 4th until March 2nd, you can get yourself some of these. We also have some balances to debt bonds for buying these, just making
yes.
sure that things are equaled out. So if you
Okay.
have some debt bonds to
Debt bond
spare,
balancing.
you can definitely purchase some awesome goodies from Star Days. Spread the love with Ticker. All right,
Very cool.
ready to talk Android?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
All right, we are launching Android in February, which is very soon,
Hey.
next month, in fact.
I
And we're
still
doing
will
a bit
not
of a
subject my phone to
staggered
such
approach.
battery burning.
Staggering a
To
little
put your
bit.
prime
It is
sure
equally
footed
in
on.
Canada?
a Samsung. If I do that, it
February
might
11th
explode.
to be specific.
All
Yes.
right, February 11th in
Canada only, February 11th. We're
Yep.
doing an Android build.
Yep.
Reasoning being, get ourselves a little experience,
We're
see what
soft
the
launching.
vibes are.
Soft launch.
Yep.
But it's not going to be that long of a wait for the rest of the world, is it?
It's not, because on February 18th, that is the global launch of Android to all the regions of the
Right.
world.
So
Two-stage
February 11th,
launch.
Canada,
Okay.
and then February 18th, the world.
That's right.
Someone's birthday is on the same day. There you go.
Do you have an Android phone?
Yes,
Are you getting an Android phone?
it looks like it. Yep. Yep.
So February is the Android launch for Warframe. This will be our latest platform we're on.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
How
I
crazy.
have no
And how's that
intention
going
of
for you,
playing
Steve?
Warframe on
Did you check
anything
in
other than
with the team?
PC.
I did check in with the team, and they did amazing things. And yeah, I think it's going to be good.
It's exciting.
It's going to be real good. Be watching those crash rates.
The ANRs.
The rates were a little higher as we came out of beta, but I think they're going to be closer to that 1% that
Well, Canada,
have to
help
be.
us figure it out.
If you're Canadian, please help us.
Yeah. We're Canadian.
Early adopter
glorified
Canadians
camp
go.
you. Yeah, fair enough.
Yes. We're
A lot of really interesting, a lot of really interesting challenges. Obviously, the iOS 3 gigabyte memory limit devices were the ones that really put us in a position to transition over into Android as well.
I do not envy that challenge of
Quite painful.
navigating the hardware
But here we are.
limitations.
Here we
But
are.
the other thing that it has that's cool if you're on iOS now or when you play on Android is some of the movement accessibility options are kind of interesting. I know that made some of us nervous to put those in, but some of the game modes you can hold on to the I don't know, what do you call this? Like the subway handle? What do you call the
That's how
thing in the
good
subway?
London, Ontario's transit.
You mean the bar?
The bar.
Or just handle.
The handle on the
Subway.
mobility
Steve's
Right.
one of the
machine.
people who uses public transit.
The handrail.
Anyway.
The rail
London,
for your
Ontario's
hand.
public
The
transit is
handrail.
not,
My eloquence is
Actually, if you're Canadian
unbounded.
and you're in London, how about you get involved in local transit improvements?
Oh, okay.
Strap. Some people called it a strap. There you go.
Yeah,
Strap
those are the
is
ones
good.
that hang.
They don't always
go.
have
Let's
straps.
move on.
Anyway, let me talk more about this.
So February 11th, Canada Android release. February 18th, global Android release. We're also going to have a new battle kit launch featuring the Fullman, so you can get yourself the weapon, the Fullman, the Apula, I don't know, ephemera. They look really
It is
cool.
a very effective weapon.
It looks good.
Can
It
recommend.
looks good.
great.
So you'll be able to get yourself that as well. And if you pre-register, you can get the Cumulus collection, some nice aesthetic there. Your login reward for that. So exclamation point Android if you want more information.
I wouldn't
about
go so
everything
far
we
as some other
said,
stats, no.
And to pre-register, because if you pre-register, it just shows up on your phone when it's ready.
That's right. That's how the Google Play stuff works. And it is cross-play, cross-save.
That's right.
So the beta wasn't, but
Simple little
the full
pre-register.
one is.
So when you're on public transit holding your handle, you can play with.
Holding onto your public transit strap.
Yeah, you can play with people driving in their private vehicles.
Does it work on the flip phone Android?
Okay, at this point it counts as unhinged.
Amazing.
The way
Amazing. What a world.
Steve
All
is
right,
running with
We're
that,
back to flip phones.
that counts as going
Speaking of
unhinged.
platforms, let's talk Switch 2 a little bit. So Switch 2, the news we have is to tune into February
At that
for the
point,
launch date of
there's
Switch
no
2.
excusing
But we do have some notes on the improvements that will be
Yes.
in the Switch 2 build.
We're going to give you the hard release date on our February DevStream. Are we
Yep.
giving that date yet, or is that not a date yet? For the
Actually, I
DevStream?
do have it in the slide later, but
Okay, okay. Well, you'll find out the date in February, but we have some confirmed features coming. So if you have a Switch 2 right now and you're playing it and you know some of the hardware abilities, we
Yep.
have support for many of them, including.
that's right.
Oh,
we
is it
got
already that close there
60
for you, Ellie?
FPS
Got it.
in a bracket, see things go pew pew faster. We love that. Better resolution, 1080p in both docked mode and handheld. Whoa.
And the biggest one of all,
I see
Joy-Con
people
2
asking.
Yes.
mouse support.
Joy-Con 2 mouse support.
it is
yeah.
coming.
got it.
So you can thank the
Lots of
team
good things to
working
switch
very
to.
hard on that build. So they're
Yep.
working.
There'll
They're
be a setting,
yeah.
you can enable it, and you can test that out. I'm really actually curious about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got a Switch 2, and it's a good time.
Yeah.
It's different. It's fun.
Okay,
Alright,
Steve is the easy one.
let's talk
in terms
about
of bingo.
Vauban Heirloom.
My stomach just
Bingo
dropped. I didn't
bits.
know where we were going.
Heirloom. Vauban Heirloom is coming February 11th.
Oh my God.
There he
Ellie Fletcher's
is.
So stylish.
He's
so good.
so
Probably the most
cool.
aura you could ever have. He's aura farming. Let's see, chat. Do we like?
Vauban.
Does this mean
Yo.
we're going to
Boban
see
was
the photon
back in the
strike
day, like
actually
Mickey,
deal
back
damage
into
worth talking about?
Warframe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is like his fellow kid skin.
He's resurrected.
Aw,
Old man
calm down.
Vauban.
Old man Vauban.
And,
Like Master Roshi.
Yeah,
Takes
yeah,
off and
yeah.
has the six pack.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, he's bulking, that's all.
It's bulk season.
Yeah, he's slim and trim.
It
But
looks so good though.
what has happened with this skin is outrageous. So
Come on down to my gameplay room. Here he is in all his glory. Let's just
he's got
appreciate-
tassels. He's got the
That looks
puffer
amazing.
coat.
That looks amazing.
But
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 What do you
She's
mean,
ripped.
but?
our friends at
But.
Sumo, the team here, everyone involved in this project went a little over the top. please.
It's worth it.
Please.
Not only do you have the jacket, but you can rip the sleeves off. And if you don't want vest,
Yeah.
you can do none.
You could just be naked.
Yes. So you can
So
do.
good.
Oh, look at that.
So let's say that
Okay,
you
fair
are
enough then, yep.
feeling like maybe you don't want to go to the
That feels
Venus
more like
outpost, it's too
a
cold.
Baroque skin at that
You don't want to
point.
walk to work, it's too cold. You can pop off the puffer, you can pop off the
Oh, that's
rip off the
amazing.
sleeves. But yeah, so it's pretty crazy.
Versatility.
And yeah, it's incredible. And the way that all the aesthetics tie together is outrageous because he also has a Signa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous.
Whoa, why is the green really transparent then?
That was a lot of
Look
green.
at come on.
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Oh my God, that's so sick.
What do you think about vests? I kind of
A+.
I don't really I like the look of a
He's a
vest. but
convertible engineer.
sometimes I wear a vest in winter and it just doesn't work.
I love vests.
Well, it's because
No,
they don't have
doesn't keep your core warm?
No, it's not a
Have
problem.
you tried shirtless like him?
That'll be the
yeah,
thing to do
yeah.
this weekend.
Yeah, it's so sick.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, he is also coming
Yeah,
with
the
a
change,
Signa,
Warframe
as,
does.
sorry, as
look
Rev
at that.
mentioned. Just fits perfectly with his
so-
helmet design.
Oh my God, and then we have some variety here.
That is a
Meg.
very
Played
fitting
around
Signa,
a
yep.
bit earlier.
Oh, did you? Okay.
That's with the Signa on.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very
You
cool.
liked this one?
Actually, think about it. Quirky
So
dev
sick.
build scene should be
Anyway,
ticked off because
amazing,
of that
amazing work
Super nice.
by the
GIF
team.
they did
It's
of the
but it wouldn't be
the protos. That should
it
be
wouldn't-
ticked off. You're
Pablo,
very
you wouldn't
right.
be yourself if you didn't take a look at this and think I can make Vauban a little better to use.
Yeah, we were doing a
There's no way
retouch
it's
for
a
him.
public
Actually,
build.
kinda
That's definitely dev
got a
build.
little out
Quirk.
of control and went from retouch to more like rework. But you know, that's kind of how these things go once we start poking at things. So yeah, we have a few changes for him. I mean, he has a pretty solid role. I mean, he
Vauban
does deliver
rework.
well, but there were quite a few things that we could still improve. So I guess I'll just start yapping. The most visual one is probably going to be in his 2. But for his 1, mostly we changed the way the behavior of the grenades work. Right now they clump too much. So now they spread out a little more so that they can, oh, I almost destroyed it. So they can crowd control more enemies.
Okay,
we
good,
made the
good.
status scale with strength. We made it more visible because they're very easy to get lost when you're in the middle of combat. So we made them like they have like a little trail and they mark enemies. Also, if you have the augment, they put a mark on the enemy that has it so that you know who to shoot. And
And they'll
then
spread
for
out more,
his 2,
more visible.
I may forget some things, but Megan has some
I got
thingies at the
text.
end
I got
so you can see
slides.
them. For his 2, we did the most radical change. If you look in the lower right, there no longer is a selector for your mines.
Mine
Oh,
layer
it's
is
just
now
one mine.
Mine laid.
Okay. So it used to be 4 mines, and really people only used 1. So what we did is we grabbed 2 mines, put it into 1, and 2 mines and put it into the other. So now Flechette, or the Flechette mine, is now combined with a tether one. So you can just draw it, it'll start dragging enemies in, and it'll start shooting
Tether
them.
and Flechette in
and
one.
then for the other one, essentially, is the vector path. But now it gives you a little bit of extra speed after, because before it only bumped you and that was it. And it also, on top of that, gives you the overdrive. So you get the buff.
The
and
vector
now,
overdrive
basically,
in
since it's much more visual, if you can drop one.
Tether Flechette
of
in the other. That's a good
vector path.
choice.
So now any ally that touches it
Wipeout.
That's so cool.
It's just simplified.
That is
Take
good.
4 mines and you make them 2.
And you
Tap,
make them
hold,
2, yeah.
tap, hold.
and it also gives a buff to your companion as soon as you pass in, so that it doesn't. Because I saw videos of people trying to put the grenade into their companion and just spinning around trying to do it. I was like, no, okay, that's ridiculous. So now it does it to your companion as well. We also had the FX team and the sound team made some changes so that it's a little more obvious when you're casting. So when you're casting like the normal one, you'll see it has like little spikes. And when you're casting the second one, it has like little arrows, like a little I
Good
don't know,
visual
pyramids
change,
or
yeah.
something. I don't know what
Makes
you
it
call
clear
you
which
call
one
it.
you're doing. That's
You
nice.
can see the grenade there. It has
How do you
the
track the
little
duration?
pyramids on top, so
That's
you
the
can
neat part you
distinguish them
don't.
a little bit better.
No little duration pop-up on it,
put
which
gals on
I
that.
feel like more things could use the
For
duration
his
pop-up
third,
that
we basically changed
Proteus
a few
turrets
things.
use.
So now it does guaranteed blast status when it hits. We
Guaranteed
increased
blast
the
on 3?
range a little bit.
On
We
range?
made so the augment now does 3 shots instead of 2. And we reduced
More
the
shots,
energy
more wood?
cost from 75 to 50. I think that's
1/3
it.
cheaper.
Sorry, I'm doing them by memory, and I am an old man, so I can only remember
I'm not hearing a
some of the
damage
things.
buff.
And finally, for Bastille, You'll never guess, we removed the enemy cap.
No way.
Yes, I remember
Hey.
back in the day, that was a very important thing to have, but we'll see how that holds up. I'm skeptical.
I will say when I was putting all the changes together, that was the one that scared people the most.
Yeah.
Because he was like, well, surely we have a reason to have enemy cap on this one ability and no others. I was like, surely there's not a reason.
Why was there a
So,
reason?
no longer
Well, they
has
didn't
a
seem
cap.
to know what the reason was.
It also, we changed the armor strip to be a little faster, the
Good.
armor gain to be a little, the armor cap to be a little higher.
Nice.
And then we made it so that, one thing we did the change, so it no longer has a cap on how many enemies it grabs, but we do have a cap on how many you can cast at once. Similar to pretty much every other modern ability we do. You can
Yeah.
have 3 of each, so you can
That
have 3
sounds good.
Bastille and 3 Vortex. And then we changed we changed things like, for example, the armor strip didn't work on enemies that were vortexed. It only worked if they were not ragdoll, so now it works with that. And
That's
the
good as
augment
well.
got changed. It used to push enemies out of Bastille. Now it lets them in. Any enemy you kill inside Bastille extends the duration of Bastille by 2 seconds. And I think that's about it.
And nothing could possibly go wrong.
I do have to admit it.
That does sound like a good
pained me
overall
not
refresh.
To change the damage scaling on some of them, but I knew you guys would like revolt if I fixed all the bugs in Flechette.
Yeah. Flechette has been that way, and we've snuck by Vauban main, so we're going to keep it that way. I have, this is a protective
I just
ward.
want you to know it hurt me not to fix that,
A little bit of a
But
glitch
he
there.
didn't
Thanks,
fix
Twitch.
it.
but it didn't fix
Because
it. So,
some people on the
so
team
I
might like
just
it.
left it broken, and it still does awful things. But
I
okay.
love children even if they're broken.
The broken children.
Am I forgetting anything else? The other things are just like some clarifications, like his passive now. I think you're.
Now
you
just be
come up.
boosting his
So
companion is
the
nice.
passive now explains that
That
it's
hold is nice
multiplicative,
on the
so
changes
because a lot
there.
of people got confused by that. The abilities that have that weird level scaling now actually say that they do, because it was a secret that you could only
Good
know
that
if you
they
had read the
call it
patch
out.
notes back when it was when
What's
it
last?
happened.
Double damage to enemies with
And I
Overguard.
think
Good.
the only change to the passive is that it
I'd have gone
now
further, but
it
still
wasn't
good.
applying when enemies were shocked by electrical status. Now that works. So obviously that was a pretty bad synergy with his one. So now that's fixed.
And it comes with a beautiful heirloom skin. So be a
Yeah.
part
There you go.
of the new Vauban.
February 11th, you getting Vauban heirloom, Lunar New Year.
All right.
Vauban
Yeah, good changes
retouch?
overall.
What do we call
That
it?
won't. Is
What
that
do we call
that's
it?
a
Which
full
helped.
reward.
It's his
Like
first
me, like
ability,
Yes.
which
Yes,
they spread
all
out
at
better now,
once, just
apparently.
happy
we have some
family.
big dates coming up.
They're more
So.
We do.
visible.
And just another. Oh, sorry. We're good on Vauban?
Yep.
You're happy? Okay.
I'm
Moving
scared, but
No.
Sounds great.
Are we going to see him on the stats 2026?
Yeah.
He'll be at the top, right there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
He'll be at the top. Also coming in this update, just for fun, little funsies, we have the Devil's Triad floofs. If you want to pledge your
Aw,
plushy allegiance
floofs.
to one of the Devil's Triad.
The little 2 eyeballs on Leon.
Aw,
Oh.
what a nice touch. Here they are. And yes, Roth does have a tail.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's great.
Had to. There they are.
Well done.
They
Those
do
will be
make the
coming,
cutest
in that
floofs, don't
same
they?
February 11th build as well. Okay, it's time to move forward a little bit in the timeline of the year and talk about our next update.
Oh,
coming
boy.
After Vauban Heirloom,
Wow.
titled.
Okay, so
Not yet.
our next major update, our first update of the year. We have the update name and the reveal, and we're going to talk about it today. You're going to get a glimpse into, can I say
Yes,
which
you may.
month?
Yes. Sure. And do you want to say the title as well?
Yeah, let's do the title.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
The Shadowgrapher.
The Shadowgrapher.
Ooh.
What could it mean? So what you'll notice is this isn't
Okay.
an Echo's name, but in
Edgy.
the same way that Tekra Encore wasn't. But we do have a lot in this update that touches things from the Purita Rebellion. So there will be a lot of the old piece reflected in this update, but it also has a bunch of new. And the Shadowgrapher is the name of our, can I say the month?
You may.
The March update. So in March, we will be releasing
March
our
update,
first
yep.
major update of the year. And the tone is a little different. So
That's right. We're
It
gonna
does seem
start
very
with
gloomy.
some QOL
Yes.
that's coming in the Shadowgrapher, and then we'll give you a little bit more as to what you could expect.
is this a horror theme update like Harrow's? Yes. Yes.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Don't leave.
Oh.
Don't leave. Don't leave.
Okay.
Don't leave.
But Reb, you mentioned on the dev short to be dressed for a funeral.
Yes.
Please explain.
So the funeral, we gather here today to mourn the loss of the wall running rework. It didn't matter how much time we spent on it or how much felt like it would be cooler. We just
Can we?
You can gloat. You can gloat.
Nope.
I feel like there's a.
I got nothing to say.
Like I told you
Please
so
gloat.
or something.
They removed it for a reason. I'm ready.
They did.
I'm ready.
Tell us so. They
What would
really
you like
did.
to say?
I would say never
is
say
yours.
never.
Yeah.
Never say never.
I would say never say never.
The way
It's a big, big, big
I
game to change
Yeah.
that stuff.
It was a very valid.
Is that what
advice,
killed
yes.
it?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
basically, just like wherever we went, there were always new compromises to make.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, do we make new compromises or do we keep the compromises we already have? You know, players might end up hating the new compromises even more.
Yeah.
Like, for example, making it a little bit too sticky to the walls, and then feeling like, oh, I didn't want to hold on to the wall. There was like a lot of things that
Exactly
every time
my
we
fears,
tried,
I'll
it
be
just
quite
didn't
honest.
really. It didn't really feel like it was elevating the game in a way. It felt a
Yep.
lot like change for change's sake.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it was like, well, why are we doing this? So instead,
Yes. So we said but there's still some movements that could be improved. So we took away the wall
Okay.
running, but
No
yeah,
warning.
so we're
yeah,
gonna
but-
focus next on the pull-up. If you're in a game, you know, you get to
Yes.
the border and then you do that pull-up, and it's
Ledge
fairly
grab.
slow. It doesn't flow as well as other movements do. Also, like the animation can sometimes look a little bit janky. Sometimes the detection isn't great. Like we had some examples. Actually, I contacted Brosheim because he had sent me a few
yes.
notes
yes.
about. He sent me a few videos that of bad detections where it's like a wall with a little bit of a hole, so you would wall grab here, up, and then just fall down, and it's like, well, why are you wall grabbing there?
Yeah, that,
Which is
when that
much more
happens, it's nasty.
applicable to the way we see you play Warframe today. It's all about keeping that flow state, that movement forward. So instead of asking you to bump into walls more to get some cool, why not just make the locomotion forward where we already kind of have that mantling and system, just give it a review. So that's the current,
Okay.
I get like, okay, so
Well, we can
that's
go
what's
with that, yeah.
replacing the body of wall running because it's a funeral.
Yeah.
So is it like a
Oh,
magician?
is that funeral?
right
Do you
now?
replace
know that
bodies in
people-
a funeral? I don't
I
understand
mean,
this funeral.
It's the makeup on the dead body.
What
It's
culture?
the makeup on the dead body. This is the makeup on the dead body.
Looked at me like I was
Oh.
actually
Yeah.
insane.
I haven't been to a lot of funerals. I guess.
Yeah, you could put. Anyways, I don't know much about them.
Well, okay.
I'm excited there for a second.
I
love true crime.
slayed in the casket. You were
you.
slaying. Your wing was so sharp in the casket.
I have a crazy story, but
okay,
anyways.
okay.
Okay.
And here was me expecting an
Shall we
unhinged
move on?
Twitch
Yes.
comment.
Okay.
Shadowgrapher. Back to it.
Back to
Scary.
Shadowgrapher.
Funeral.
One of the things we're doing is doing a bit of a remaster on one of the very first experiences you have in Warframe, The Awakening.
Yeah, it turned
You
out.
have an earlier one? I guess downloading it.
Yeah, the launcher.
I know where we're going, but go
So
on,
some
say it.
real wise guys were like, "Hey, we relit the Grenier, like the Grenier tile set."
Oh,
It's-
actually, no. Sorry, Brew. Go away. Love you.
Whoa. But we should
Okay.
also relight and remaster Awakening. Again, I know. Again, I couldn't believe it either.
But wait, you're
Yeah.
gonna love it.
New player
Hold
experience.
on.
They're
You're
doing it
We did
gonna
again.
like 7 star charts. We
Okay,
sure
come
we
on
can
down.
do
Come
this
on
one.
over.
Come on
So
down.
this is because people want the first impression of the game to, and he will
He's
have
missing a gun. We know. We know.
Fix what is going on?
This is not ready to show.
It's dev build.
It's not
dev
ready to
build.
show.
It's dev build.
It's a state of mind.
Okay, okay.
It's dev build.
Ignore that fact.
Okay.
It's dev
Quirky
build.
dev build
Wait for
scene. If
the-
you didn't
wait for
already
the
click it off, definitely now.
Also, listen because
Lotus might have re-recorded every line.
every
Today, she did. And last week, she did.
That's why I can't wall run because that thing got onto
Is
us.
it becoming golden?
Wow. Real time changes to the sunlight too.
Real-time change.
Can't lose another tunnel. I'm surging your Warframe's power systems.
Sounds
The side.
great. Wow, look at that.
That is looking really cool.
Gold.
Looks like heaven. Speaking of funeral,
I'm ascending.
Right there.
That's where Walmart
Yeah,
went.
that's heaven.
Go to the light.
Go to the light,
That is looking
Excalibur.
good.
All right,
land,
so-
run to the light.
Here we are in the remastered
That is looking
Skybox
good.
lighting pass for Awakening. Let's take a quick look at what it looks like on public. Ooh.
Okay, okay. All right.
That is quite the distinct change,
Wait,
isn't
can I see it
it?
again? Oh, what the heck? Oh,
puke.
Oh,
It's so ugly.
Goggles do nothing. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this.
Okay, okay,
Gorgeous. Look, we're learning.
okay.
We're learning.
I love how
That was a
live
cackle, right?
now.
Yeah.
Like, so many
That
people
was
with
maniacal
pressure
laughter.
work.
Yeah, they're like,
Tick.
wow, this game.
It's like the cinematic.
Exactly.
13 years, guys. Look at us go.
I know my dev streams, it seems.
Kill them all.
Yeah, we did also a few other like flow changes. Like for example, that ship used to come from behind you, so you wouldn't actually see it. You know, just like kind of tweaking the order of things, adding a few extra steps. And it also sets us up to do a few more experiments once we, not like that.
Okay, don't look at that. All right, don't look at that.
Yeah.
That was just
Don't look
quieter.
at that.
So yeah, basically, we're basically bringing it into the new lightning and then sets us up
That is
for
a very
Destructibles?
orange scene.
yeah, we added
How you like
destructibles,
boxes?
like
Oh,
we
very
have in
cool.
You like
Mm, okay, yeah.
newer
Destructibles.
closets.
idiots? Idiots.
Excited about the boxes.
Yeah,
and
they're cool.
not even killing the guys.
The fire.
Ah.
Anyway, work in progress. We have a couple months to finish that
All
up,
right.
and you can look forward to it's just this mission, re-recorded,
Looking
made some
slick.
flow improvements.
New Lotus.
It's
New Lotus.
just the one mission, but it
New
does.
lines? Or just
3 new lines.
Ooh. Do you remember
Does
what they
the
are? Can you
one-
teach us?
Yeah, one of
More
them
modern, if nothing
is I did
else.
it today.
Definitely an upgrade.
I did 2 of them today with Eric. One of them was just keep going.
That's a good one. That's a
Ain't no way, Mom.
All right,
Ain't
keep
no
going.
way.
Don't give up.
And
You
the
can
ship,
do it.
You can do it. Hang in there.
good one. Your
You're
Warframe
doing
is strong.
great, sweetie.
keep going was one of them, and something about the ship being ready. You can leave. Oh, you can now leave. Like basically, like you're free to go. Like the ship is ready.
I
So,
see.
All right. Let's move right along. We have.
Could I add something about the wall
course.
running? I think the other thing that we're trying this year as well is bringing motion matching
Yes.
into Warframe.
Yes.
Motion matching.
I got a very
We were just
scary
talking.
message about that yesterday from
Oh, did
Jeff.
you? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Scary
Scary? Why is it
message.
scary?
It's
Well,
just a lot of work.
There's going to be a lot of work.
Scary.
A lot of programming and content work to do.
we'll see.
But
And
Yeah.
Did you talk to Jay?
Don't actually know the
hey,
context
Jay
on that.
Baker, I'm
Hey,
going to
Jay
talk to
Baker.
you.
I told
Surprise!
Jay.
No.
Listen, he took some time off over the break, so he just got back, and I was going to
But
warn him.
maybe
I wanted to share it because I think even though
What? Motion matching?
What?
is motion matching?
what is it motion?
you need to tell people what it is.
What is it?
Yeah, please
People
let
aren't
us
going to
know.
know. They don't read the same GDC talks.
And the opening of it sucks to tell people in the current
Yeah.
climate.
Yeah.
Why?
This is like, you know, the adaptive machine learning.
Oh, it's not. It's,
Oh,
not,
it's not like
it's,
that.
it's got nothing like
Are you
that.
trying
No,
to
it's, all,
cancel
it's not
us?
really that.
Yeah, it's
not
all
really
content.
that.
It's all content.
It's all content.
It's all content.
It's not. There's nothing synthetic, but
Yeah. At
it
Grok,
is
at
what
motion
it
matching.
is what makes the animation in something like Last of Us 2 or was it For Honor? I think was the
Yes.
big one that
Yeah.
Ubisoft
What is
did.
it?
Ubi does a lot.
It's a
the Assassin's games,
it's a
yeah.
technology that takes all of your animation.
Soulframe.
Soulframe uses it as well for player movement, animations, and a lot of stuff. And it lets you transition from one animation anywhere into anywhere else in
think we're gonna
any
need a-
other animation. So you really have much more correlation,
We need a
fluidity.
video demo so people know.
You can expect.
But you know how like your Warframe will like post.
So it's an
back to
animation
idle,
smoother.
Back to idle.
Back to
And it would
idle,
like
yeah.
blend more naturally.
Like, does Soulframe
It's
currently on
tweening,
the
but for
yeah,
3D.
mobile
Yes.
So this is
use
the
it?
kind of benefit of
Animation.
cross-pollination.
Yeah.
So we've done all the kind of R&D and the work to do it in Soulframe, and now we're going to bring it over. We won't apply this to Warframes because they just zoom too fast.
Yeah, they
You
move
want that really
way too
kind of
fast.
twitchy reactions, but this will really give a good visual boost and feedback feel for operators and drifters.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Right.
So
yeah,
I just wanted to add that
a blend
even though
between
maybe the wall
animations.
running thing has been kind of put back in the pantry, there's still a lot of ambitiousness coming to movement quality
Yes.
and animation quality.
Yeah, it's not so
in
much a
this year.
funeral as much as it is a celebration of life for the future.
Yes, yes. Anyway,
All right.
you still are reaching for really cool stuff on the movement side and
Yes,
animation
totally.
side.
Yeah.
By the way, Jay, we're reaching for really cool stuff.
Maybe, although they
I'm
didn't
so
say not
eloquent
for
today, I'm
Warframe,
glad
so
I can.
maybe not so much.
Here too.
We'll see.
All right. Let's talk about perhaps some new weapons coming to the adversary system.
Yes, so we kind of teased that we're doing
adversary stuff, yeah.
some expansion into Coda weapon, Tenet weapon, and Kuva weapon, and that's coming in the Shadowgrapher. So if you're looking for some things to grind, we have them. Let's take a look. Any guesses? We have it. Let's do the Coda first.
All right. Any Coda guessers out there?
Yeah,
see
we're
some
looking
guesses.
What would you like to see codified?
Coda, the Coda guesser.
New weapons.
Based
Not
on
changes
the
to
most
mechanics,
used
new
melee
weapons.
weapon, which one do you think? And they are guessing it.
I
isn't
know.
it?
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Get ready for the Coda
Bubonico.
Bubonico.
Yeah.
All right
So
then.
this is coming. The Coda Bubonico is going to
Good
be
Lord.
available in
That
the
is an
Coda
absolutely
system. So if you
massive
do your Tenet, so not Tenet, if you do your Techrot content, you will be able to get the Coda Bubonico. It's bigger, it's squigglier.
It looks rad.
It
looks
looks,
so good.
your arm.
It is very
subtle.
squiggly.
It's going to look so good on Nidus. I just can't wait.
It's gonna look like you're exploding.
Just
Oh,
dropping
cheers.
by.
Yep.
It's so good.
Pure infested aesthetic.
They've
Yeah,
run
you
sharp
can't
and
even
sealed
see
for
the
26 months.
character. That's what,
appreciate
there you go.
So
Oh my
No,
god,
no,
it really
yeah.
does
We
just
need
hide
to
the
see
entire
it.
Out of
frame.
control.
That's
I mean,
insane.
that's the realities of the infestation. This is what you look like. Never
Complete
mind.
takeover.
I was going to say after a night with Eleanor.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
The second one we're gonna show you is of the Kuva variant.
The
Come on down. Yes.
The Kuva Ghoul Saw. Getting
Makes
some love.
sense,
Getting the
makes
Ghoul Saw
sense.
class some love. And we're actually letting the AI liches use it. So that'll be really fun to see a lich coming at you
Oh,
with
that
the
is
Ghoul
cool.
Saw. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
Kuva enemies, if they've got this, Godspeed to you, because they're going to be charging you down on the Kuva Ghoul Saw.
There you go.
That's probably going to look very
For
terrifying.
the Tenet, we don't have one to
the
show you
rigging
today.
of
We'll
that.
show you it in the February DevStream, but
Yes.
it's going to be the Tenet Quanta.
Quanta,
Your Quanta's
okay.
on.
It's not the Saurus. It will never be
Be
the
the
Saurus.
Saurus. It will never be the Saurus.
We don't need a
Yeah.
Tenet Zorus.
Damn.
Ouch.
It will never be the Saurus.
Tenet
Speaking
Ambrix?
of Kuva, the Requiem relics.
Yes, so it didn't feel right to do a Tenet and Kuva weapon expansion without doing a little touch up of the way you earn that sort of grind loop. So what we've done,
Please.
if you want to go to Meg's gameplay, perhaps.
Come on down.
So the Requiem relic system is changing so that every enemy as you're farming, basically the Requiem Eterna relic is a relic with just the Requiem mods in it. So
Okay,
you don't
good.
need to spend traces, you don't need to get the right one. There's going to be one relic to rule them all, and this is what is going to be in all the drop tables. So the game itself is now only going to have the Requiem Eterna relic in its grind loops. However,
Okay.
some people might still like the other old ones, so those will be available at Paladino for ribbon slivers. So what a player can
Ah,
do
nifty.
is if you want to say, just start fresh, the Requiem Eterna relic is going to be the way, and that is part of the loop. But if you want to go to Paladino, get some of the older relics, maybe you still want pieces from it, your ribbon slivers will be used to buy the original Requiem relics, 1 through 4. They're being retired from drop tables, but not from the game. They are as a purchase item only for Paladino. So
That
please
would also
enjoy
mean you
those
can just
improvements
get more
to
relics. You
the
could just purchase them
Tenet
rather than
and
have to
Kuva
farm those
system.
ones.
And
Excellent.
the other, you're not gonna.
Because you'll just
Yeah.
have ribbon slivers from other content.
Well,
So
I'll
that's
just
nice.
say-
there's evergreen stuff on Paladino?
No, well that, but no, for the weapons, basically when they roll their damage. Are you stopping me or are you
no,
not
no,
stopping
no.
me?
Go ahead. Yeah. Well, I gave the community time to figure out a good way to do it in the patch notes, but you can
Okay.
do it.
Well, I can improvise it now.
Okay.
When you get a weapon from the elemental system, the way that the randomization works, it generally biases them towards the lower end. So it
Yeah.
rolls, I think, is between like 20% to 60% elemental
25.
damage, and generally it tends to go lower. We changed that to be just a straight up randomization, so you will get more higher rolls now.
Yes. So basically, the
Okay, that's
bias is
good.
gone. It's normal randomization, pure RNG as opposed to weighted.
Yeah.
Yep.
As
It
opposed to
was
negatively
originally
weighted.
weighted kind of against you, so now
Yeah.
it's
Now it's-
fully fair.
Yeah.
And the other
Okay.
thing for the Paladin, I don't know if you want to mention
I
it.
don't think
but-
it's hooked up yet.
From
not
worst
hooked up
RNG
Yeah, but
to
we're adding
pure
a bit
RNG.
more variety to her store because we know you have too many ribbon slivers. So just stay tuned for what those details are.
Some new items to use. All right. Next up,
All right.
as if you are familiar, for our TennoCon lovers out there, when you have your digital pack, you get a really cool signed Dana. Sometimes it's so cool and you miss out, which is unfortunate. And then last year we did it for the 1999 backpack. It was very popular. Some people missed out. So we introduced a different variant for everyone to enjoy if you wanted that backpack version, just to kind of split up the two. We're doing the same this year with the Rift Guard signed Dana.
Yes, so the TennoCon 2025 digital
curious
pack had a
where we're at
very
with bingo,
popular
just
signed
a
in at the
reminder.
Rift Guard. We are releasing a variant that will be available for Regal Aya, and anyone that bought the original one will get this for free. But if you liked the shape, you will be getting the variant in the Regal Aya store for purchase. So this is what the variant looks like. This will be
Okay.
available for Regal Aya and free for anyone that bought the 2025 digital pack. So that's sort of our new tradition, I would say. We've done it 2 years in a row now. We take the digital one, we do a variant, and for people that didn't buy that, so it kind of makes the process a little more have a tail where you still have access to the look of older cosmetics. So
Giving it a little,
Okay,
little
that makes
freshening up. And
sense.
yes, of course, it has an evolved mode. If I can read properly, there it is.
there you go.
I don't think it's a
Wow.
free sign down, Logan. Didn't they
needs
say
cameras
Regal Aya?
anyway?
Yes, you can have that with the Bobonico. Yeah, with the code of Bobonico.
Oh god, that
Yeah.
and
You won't see a
Bionica.
game
You won't see it.
Yeah, if you never, and then you can just play Vauban with Bastille with enemy cap.
Oh my God.
Literally.
Who cares? Get it out of here.
That looks great.
It
Yeah.
looks incredible. So you can expect
really
that
cool.
around 10:00 time is when we
Yes.
do that with Varzia. So you can expect that.
The mother of all capes. I think so. I think so.
It is giving mother.
For it to be a new injection, it has
Moving
to
right
be
along.
sustained.
As mentioned at the end of last year, is we are working on more operator and drifter faces, giving you some more options.
Yes.
Nathan on the team provided an update for drifters. Here we have some new faces. Some
New heads are coming. Some of these are a little twist on some of the more
Okay.
popular ones from the first batch. So these are coming. New heads.
We have some new heads. And then we have for the
Some
ladies.
ladies.
Wow, look at that. That's a legacy head updated, as mentioned. And then I believe our
Fairly,
next
fairly.
one is an example of, as you said, taking a older model, turning it new.
Yes, giving it the revamp, new techniques, new skin tech, and all that. So new heads are coming.
Yes, this is just a sample of
Someone who doesn't
how many we're
really
doing.
decorate the
These are just ones
characters,
that we're
I'll
ready
leave
to
that to those
capture,
who do.
but lots of drifter heads and operators as well will be coming in the Shadowgrapher.
Nice. Super
All right.
cool.
Old Piece Quest replayability.
Top priority. It's being worked on.
It's
Top
coming.
priority.
It's coming. We don't know when, but it's coming. It could
Fair
either
enough.
come as soon as February 11th or as soon as the Shadowgrapher. I'm not sure which one it's going to be in because it takes a lot of testing. So
That's
it'll
right.
be at the very least by March at the latest. You'll
Yep.
have it.
Understandable. Replaying
February
quests
the
is a
earliest.
difficult thing to make. yeah.
And included in that, Predator Rebellion, our 12-minute game mode, we are going to be adding some more variety with some tiles.
Yes, so if you've been playing the Parita Rebellion, aka the 12-minute war, there is a lot of tiles that were either in the quest or just in the ideation chamber that didn't get shipped. So as part of the Shadowgrapher update, we are adding more variety for your Parita Rebellion runs. And you know,
Sounds good.
if you're up for a challenge, there might be a reason to get really nosy with that update.
Wink, wink. No.
So if you thought the Parita Rebellion Steel Path was too easy, maybe
Apex
there's
fights.
something coming. Maybe there's something coming.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Apex fights.
I think that's all we had for that. Oh, you also have more Honorias coming.
Yes, there was a lot of, honestly, the reception to the Honoria system was incredible, and there's a lot more coming. So we're aiming to do some that are Syndicate focused, some that are more Warframe focused. So you would have known, like things like the Wolf Mother one for Varuna. We want to make sure, maybe by the end of the year, that, or maybe not, we'll see how long it takes us, but to give ones for every Warframe. So if you're like a Grendel main, a Gauss main, you should be able to have an Honoria that reflects that, even if you're not using that Warframe. So we're going to try and get through the whole roster. Definitely Syndicates as well, and other cool things.
There you
So
go. And sorry,
I see Eidolon Hunter request.
Eidolon Hunter, yeah, we're going to add plenty.
Was that system the reason
the
we had to
titles?
buy 2 new servers for Warframe
I
last
don't
month?
think so.
I think it was.
Honoria
I
system?
think it was.
How?
Yep.
It's
The
text.
launch when we were giving them away.
It's text.
So it had to aggregate a whole bunch of data suddenly.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, it is what? You're right. Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
had to buy new servers
Yeah.
for that
Wow,
system.
he wasn't actually being
We
facetious.
needed them anyway. We
He
needed
wasn't
them
being
anyway.
facetious.
Yeah.
It was genuine.
We needed
Oh,
them
wow.
anyway.
We needed them anyway.
We did need them anyway.
and apologies, I skipped over. We're also looking feedback for Tower on Strikes, as you
Oh,
mentioned.
yes. So that was one part of the update. We are still discussing it. We had a call about it, not actually, I think this week and last week, or just last week, about feedback for Tower on Strikes. And we wanted to use the DevStream as like the widest net platform. We're still talking about it. There's some unsolvable problems we feel.
Yeah, they're a little tricky just because, obviously some of the feedback is coming from some, our most fervent fans, aka you, if you're watching this, then, have the ability to clear gigantic rooms with the press of a button already. So it is hard for someone that already, gets into a room with ball, presses 4, and everything dies.
Or like Vauban's Bastille. Why would you ever use the Tauren Strike if there's no enemy cap on Bastille?
Pretty much. So it is very hard for that to justify like a
When they
room
respond
clearing
to it, Zero.
ability, as powerful as it might be if it has a cooldown. But the problem is like, we really like the fantasy. We think it fits really well for anyone that's like in the middle of the game, aka someone that's playing straight up to this content and it can use them. I think they do have a role there. I think for a veteran, it's going to be near impossible to make something that you find really useful because you already don't need any help.
I see.
You already have all the power that you could possibly want in the world. So, I think for a lot of veterans, really the main gain from this was the modding for operators and some of the buffs. But again, the buffs last like 30 seconds, and and I've seen requests for like make them last forever, or remove the animations because they just take too long, and it really kind of kills the vibe of it. So we're trying to kind of figure out it's square in a circle, and right now at least where we're at is that probably the strike is more for that middle player. And for veterans, really, the modding is where the benefits lie.
Yeah.
So,
But the patient is still in diagnosis, so surgery methodology remains to be seen. So we don't have anything that like here's exactly what we're doing yet, but that's the headspace we're in.
I see where they're coming from. I'm still
We're not
not.
removing the animations, so that's like kind of like a non-negotiable for us. So
I see.
Flavor.
Oh, okay.
Flavor. Speaking of flavor,
oh
more about Shadowgrapher.
oh
As we've been saying, it's coming March 26th. We're gonna set the scene a little with what? March 2026. March 2026. What did I say?
I thought you
She
said
thought
it's-
you committed to the day.
Oh no,
that's not the day.
March 2026. The year of 2026.
Just say March.
The month. Shadowgrapher.
Yeah.
Let's set the scene a little bit. As you mentioned, it's not an Echoes update by name.
But
Maybe
everything we just talked about, Parita tile expansion,
all that
maybe a little.
the adversary weapons, all of that. But let's get into a little bit more visual representation, shall we?
Flavor.
Flavor. Deluxe skins.
Yes.
We have not one,
Oh,
but 2 deluxe skins coming in Shadowgrapher
okay.
chat.
2
And two that
deluxes.
belong together.
2 that belong together.
Oh, here we go.
Who
Here we
could that
go.
be? You think of
Who
yourself.
could it be, chat?
Who could,
Give a
Gauss
deluxe
and
skin
Grendel?
who could it
belongs together.
possibly be?
Who's a duo? Who's the best
Who
duo?
belongs together?
Who's the best duo?
Oh, yeah,
Grendel
yeah,
Gauss.
yeah, yeah,
Grendel Gauss. Grendel Gauss. Yo, my boys. Gauss Grendel question mark?
Gauss Grendel question mark.
Is it not
Gauss
them
and
two?
Grendel Deluxe are coming
course it
in
is. There we go.
Shadowgrapher. Here we have
Everybody
Grendel
love
say,
this
Deluxe.
song.
That
everyone
is
say thank you, Italy. Alfredo, the man.
Incredible. Super weapon Grendel. I love that he
Huh.
called him that.
So sick.
We're giving
The
Mecha.
mouth, the mouth is so sick.
The mouth.
Yeah.
The mouth is incredible.
Yep.
But what does his bestie Gauss look
Not a
like?
concept I thought of, but there we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the speedster. You got the jet and the tank. That is
down.
the vibe. The angle, the speedster jet, and the tank. You got
The jet and the
Let's
tank.
go.
That is a combo.
Yep.
Incredible. And shout out to Stephen Gibson for
Yes.
a absolutely out of the blue video.
We told our friends at Sumo we were revealing this today, and he made a video for the team, but we're sharing it anyway.
Yeah,
A video?
This is just Gauss.
A pre-recorded
so let's
video?
just, roll that tape.
This is just Gauss.
You turn that volume up, Rue.
And this is with the Signa that looks like a, that's what that faceplate is.
Oh, look at him.
That looks pretty.
Look at him.
I think I prefer the Grendel.
You're freezing.
I'll be quite honest.
Aw,
so
I think I
cool.
prefer the
Yes,
Grendel.
man. No, you're not dying. Don't do that.
Do you want to Peak cinema.
Incredible. Oh, yeah. Oh, perfect.
Yep.
My
Whoever
king.
made this prefers the Gauss.
Absolute king.
So you'll get this. I mean, if we're lucky, we'll get a cool video for Grendel next DevStream. But
Hold on to your seats. All right, well, we can transition out, Rue. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's very good.
Okay.
Okay, Evangelion theme. Gotcha.
Sure, sure.
We're practicing this morning.
Yeah.
I know I'm driving.
You sing that everywhere.
I was gonna say she sings it every day.
Yeah.
So Gauss Deluxe, Grendel Deluxe, and you can probably guess what their accompanying deluxe weapons are going to be. For Mr. Gauss, we have the Exceltra Deluxe. Wow.
Nice.
Just
Almost
pure
unrecognizable. Wow.
Mechatech.
All right.
And then for Grendel, we have the Master Deluxe. Oh yeah.
Oh, damn.
So sick.
Oh yeah.
It no longer looks like
That looks like
spiral
something.
potato.
I think
I'll be
that
honest.
every single time. And we can.
I like the spiral.
I like that.
It's cool. It has very unique movement, and
Yeah.
it's kind of mesmerizing. We'll show you Grendel Deluxe in game next dev stream.
Okay.
This dev stream,
All
we're
right.
able to show you the Master Deluxe in games. You can check it out.
Look at that.
Grendel looking good.
Jeremy, if
Oh,
you're
damn.
watching, add some cool
Maybe step a
effects
little bit
in
away
and
from the
with that,
low
it
seating
looks
of the
you
arsenal. It looks like it
plasmed
clips
them.
in.
Okay.
But
Some plasma effects.
Yeah.
Some plasmas. But we can take a look at Gauss. So why don't we jump
Yes.
in right now?
Look at
from
that.
meatball to gotta go
look
fast.
it
All right.
Yeah, he's locked in, looking great.
He is
Very, very
so
exciting.
cool.
The duo is here. It has teeth. Yeah.
That's great.
Plasma chainsaw, I know.
Oh my god. There he is.
I'll be honest, this
Awesome.
feels
Gauss
like a
Deluxe
Zephyr
coming
skin.
to you. But
That's not
I
all.
didn't know it was in game.
If someone's going to be a
Right.
jet, I feel like it would be
Like the
Zephyr.
blade feet are cool.
Right?
The
Yeah,
feet
it
are
has
highlighted.
it has the amputee like
Yeah,
sprinter
it's really
vibe.
cool.
Yeah,
I
it's so
love that.
great.
he's
I
an
love that.
Olympian.
Yep.
It's incredible.
Yep.
10 out of 10. But yes, that's not all. Because what is a duo
True, she does already
deluxe
have
skin
a,
without
a Harrier skin,
duo emote?
Due to the popular demand from the Noko and Urelli situation, we've created a world in which you can imagine our first emote that you can
Going to salesman mode.
imagine. Go.
Walk with me.
All right.
Imagine go.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So if you're Grendel, you can do. It's so cool. You're Grendel.
Yeah.
You do this emote. Your boy shows up, and that's what you get to do. It's like Tekken Tag. It is, so sick.
That was completely
So-
unexpected.
Oh.
The best friends. They just
Wow.
keep on. They keep
Yeah, I
on
didn't know
coming.
that. That is
Isn't
so
that
cool.
sick?
Wow. That's
As
As far as
Yeah.
companion emotes go,
Very,
yeah,
very
that's how
fun.
you do it.
So the team got the memo, and if you, as a community, enjoy that vibe, we are hoping to do more with some duos this year.
That's what people are saying. Do
Yeah.
more. Do more. Do
Yeah.
more.
You
So-
like it?
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll show you much more about that. There, like we mentioned, there's some Signas, there's some other accessories that are going to
Oh,
be coming in that
wasn't
deluxe
ready for that
package
one.
of things. We'll show you next dev stream. So if you're excited about that, stay tuned.
Nah, I think we're low
Oh,
on
I think
time.
yeah,
We're already 4 minutes over.
We're not bad. We're not bad, but
No,
we
we're
saved
doing
the
well.
best for last, didn't we, Reb?
I
Maybe.
know what we're saying.
The frame.
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
Just
The Gauss version,
small
not the
thing.
dimension.
Just the update, Shadowgrapher.
Yes.
The Shadowgrapher is a very different theme, very different tone, and I think we're going to show you how you play it.
Yes. Set the scene.
We're gonna set the scene.
Set the scene.
So, Rue, you can come on
Yep,
over.
Come on down.
In the mythos of Warframe, there are things that exist on everyone's star chart that some people know and some people don't. One of those things is the Vesper Relay.
rest in peace.
Oh.
What
Or
if?
not.
Yeah. So the Shadowgrapher is going to take you back to the destroyed Vesper Relay.
Rest no more.
We're so back.
A little bit of
so
modern
back.
history
Crank it-
rather
crank
than
the volume.
heritage history.
Vesper main
That's all
rise.
tabbed on?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You saw the name of the node. You know the name of the frame now.
Folly, we will learn more about her in a second. We are going to Vesper. This is, something has happened here since the destruction.
This is very much my flavor profile. I love this.
You will be
So
able
cool.
to go through this portrait, this
Creepy.
inkish painter-themed Warframe awaits. Her name is Foley, and she has much to offer with lore and story and her kit. We're going to give you a visual of her today only, so I don't know if you want to talk about, like with her kit, we're going to do next step stream.
Yeah, we'll do it next time. I can tell you that
Rue,
the design I
mind
came
cutting
up
away?
for it
you.
almost made the main programmer of Warframe's cry. So
Yeah.
we had to
cry.
cancel the augments for this update because of how big this one is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
blimey.
So we're going to take a look at Foley.
One of the
Foley-
abilities is
Yeah, one of the abilities is so insane.
It's pretty
It's insane.
incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
It's incredible.
But we have it in a manageable amount now, so our goat Cristiano can survive.
Cristiano.
And you will be going through that portrait to enter a version of the Vesper Relay that is entirely Foley's domain. So let's take a look at her in game, and I'm so excited to show you Foley. She is monochromatic, Her inky brushes will paint reality,
shade
the
earlier.
canvas.
Ah.
She's just so cool.
That looks
Her
like some kind of
abilities are
ferrofluid.
incredible. And we cannot wait for you to meet her in action next DevStream. This is her in the arsenal. She is just unlike any Warframe you've ever done, and her personality really comes through. So I think we can show you.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a few
Okay.
of her noble idols animations
Yeah.
Oh no.
that really speak to her character. Here we have the noble rifle animation. Using the hill
Yeah.
drill. Oh, yeah.
So
No
that's
comment.
the kind of
I
character
was
we've
not
got.
involved. I was not involved. Jeff,
Let
this is
that
all
play
Jeff.
again.
Okay, wait, who's mocapping this?
This was all keyframe. This is all skill
I am
and
sad.
other keyframe.
I am
know.
I was
sad.
hoping for videos.
Oh, this is
Yeah, get Tim in there. Come on, Tim.
Reminder
You
that
can do
Warframe
it.
is 18 rated.
Yeah.
The side by side with Tim would have been great.
Oh my god.
That said, chat.
Oh, just a little stretch. A big stretch.
Yeah, and you can put these animations on any Warframe, to
sure
be
can.
clear.
Roast.
Oh no, you can.
You sure can.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. We're going to see that on everything.
Let's check out her
God.
throwing idol animation. What's that? Oh,
A little bit of
Adorable.
balloons, fair do.
So cute. And then,
the best one of them all thus
Yeah.
far.
Yep.
We have her grimoire noble.
I think that'll be debatable. The best
Oh,
one.
okay.
so cute.
It's really good. It's so
What do you-
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Get you a girl that can do both.
Get you a girl that do.
Can she be a silly fool as well as a powerful woman? Yes.
Yes.
Well
Do you
then.
want to talk about like her themes or anything? Save it.
Yeah, I mean, for like the at least
Didn't even
the,
occur to me
the
they were
vibes of powers,
investing
so
in
balloons, ink, a little bit
advanced
of side
home
clown
idols.
vibes, an artist.
Painting.
Art
It's-
and ink and storytelling.
It's a really cool kit. I
Yeah.
can't like it's really creative. I think it's really.
So we'll show you all her
Nice.
Everything.
kits, everything about her. We'll play around with some colors. We'll do it all on the February DevStream. But let's recap what we've learned today, folks.
Test time now.
Test time.
Students, books closed.
Vauban Heirloom update, February 11th. We got Vauban Heirloom collection. He's got a Signa. He's got a coat with way too many options. He's got his ability rework.
He's got a whole closet.
He's got a whole damn sweater closet. We got the
Hell of a lot of
Lunar
changes,
New
yep.
Year celebrations with the Dagoth Deluxe, the Cave Skin, the Ephemera, everything that's coming with that, Devil's Triad floofs, and code changes and fixes because this is a code build, so we're able to sneak in some
Some
code fixes. in
highly
there.
demanded ones. That's February 11th. That's not far.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah,
I
that's
like that I see
pretty
like,
close.
a lot of the painting inspired by Expedition to the Tree, and really it's Mario
64,
64.
yeah. Mario 64 was the first game I ever played on console. So
Yeah.
it's and like that's the reference for this entire.
Have you just seen how old we are?
Yeah.
There's some Pinterest stuff in there, I think, if you're looking for parallels.
I want to jump through a painting and going to a realm, just like Mario did.
Grab a penguin.
Just like Mario did.
Throw yourself down.
just
that
like
couch.
Mario did.
There you go.
Exactly.
And then the Shadow
Just
Grapher
diving
update
into
is coming
Reb's
March
vision,
2026.
everything she loves.
Not March 26th.
2026. We have our
Sometime in
64th
March.
Warframe Foley ink and paint themed.
Nice
We'll learn
power
all
2
about
there. I
that.
like that.
Yeah,
I like
oh
that
yeah.
for a number.
The new game mode, which is the featuring the Vesper Relay.
Foley's Hunt in Vesper Relay. What could it be? That is the setting for the update.
That's right. Gauss and Grundle Deluxe with their Duo Emo, Exceltra Deluxe, Master Deluxe, and again, more accessories we'll show you next time. Awakening Remaster, those 3 new adversary weapons, the Requiem Eterno Relic.
I'm so happy someone got it.
What?
Our 64th Warframe is a Mario 64 tribute with the painting.
I didn't
Oh
get
my
that!
goodness.
Wow.
Really? That wasn't by design.
Yes, it
was
was.
it? No.
A 100%. Are
It's
you?
not a coincidence.
No.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at Pablo.
Pablo's shaking his head.
I don't want a part of this.
Yeah.
I don't want a part of this.
For my personal safety, he was totally on purpose.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
As if I wasn't going to fixate on something else after the alphabet.
That's true. That's
All right.
Fair
And
enough.
the other things coming
Oh
here.
God, what's she gonna do
Drifter
with-
remaster? Or sorry, more remaster.
We're 5
Drifter and
frames
operated
away from
releases,
something
much more. Tune in
devastating then.
February 27th to our next dev streams.
We'll see you
Save
then.
the date.
By then, I'll be in a very Chinese time in my life because I'll be back
You'll
from
just
China.
be speaking. I mean,
I
you already
know.
do, but
That's
awesome.
you'll just be representing.
We also
so we
added a
love that.
book that is like the most work we've ever put into adding one book to the game.
What?
You'll find it.
Oh, yes, of course. The book that he's
There's
talking
like
about.
7 people working on
The book.
adding a book.
Yeah.
So it's
The book.
You gotta
A
do what you
certain
gotta
book.
do.
Pablo's
All right,
book.
we've reached the end of our stream.
Pablo
Didn't give
talked
away
about
any
Pablo.
prizes. Rue, run it back, my
Oh
guy.
my God, Drew.
And now they've remembered.
Yeah,
I know, Rue. You got,
We've got on giveaway.
you got lost in the sauce.
He was locked in.
He's
He was
locked
locked
in,
in.
All
yeah.
right, chat. What do we see, chat?
You got to use the Elise's animation.
There it was.
There you go. Yeah. So we'll do 2 Prime accesses of Jaya Prime. There we go.
Could have done it during the stream.
64 is a
Completely
genius
forgot they
move.
needed to until now.
Look at her.
Genius
Look at her.
move. There you go.
There she
Perfect, perfect.
Clem.
Seki
All right,
Maui.
toss me hatten.
Seki Maui, congratulations. You won a Jaya
Yeah, it's
Prime
a Seki
access.
Maui.
Whisper the- Yeah!
Okay, now that
Thank
now
you,
counts
Elias
as a
Kaufman,
new
for
in-joke.
Your Jaya Prime access, and we'll run one more before
They
we go.
keep
Any
on bringing it
departing
back.
words
Where
after
is
our
it? Where is
first
it? Where
Dev
is
Stream
it?
of the year? What are our
nice to be
thoughts?
back.
Nice to be
Yeah.
back.
It's great to be back.
Pablo's really
Amazing.
cold. So.
Yeah, he
There
needs
it
to
is.
go.
How did I miss
He's
that
not
for a
built
while?
for this.
I am overheating.
It keeps on coming back. That counts.
Oh my God.
And we have
Warframe
some
guys?
bingos in the chat.
We're going to be here
In a week.
We
this
have
time
some
next week.
bingos.
So there's a
Yeah, in a
Soulfame
week.
dev stream next week. Tune into that.
Lots of big changes coming.
Yep. We're,
Virtues,
Chesbot,
I heard.
happy hour.
we're-
What's your
we're-
bingo
we're
lines?
smashing
Yeah.
a lot. We're inspired by Pablo's rework mentality. We're just gonna
Of
beat the heck
retouch
out of the
to rework.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you all to your lovely Tenno for playing Warframe last year and making it our best year ever, which is incredible considering how long the game has been going. You've kept it strong, and obviously the team has kept it vibrant. So very grateful and excited for this year.
I'm so excited for this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Wild Takodachi, you won Jaya Prime access. Congratulations. Please whisper the Warframe
Hurrah.
watch right now and get
Happy
it.
hour saying got in-joke, new player experience, Soulframe, quirky scene, and
Parting
Volman
words?
rework as their line. Nice.
Adios.
Adios.
There's
Adios.
got Steven
See you
Skip
in another life.
head,
See you
new
February
in-joke,
27th
Volman,
for the
unhinged
next
comment, and
Dev
2025
stream.
stats.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Tenno.
Zankoku.
Thank you, Warframe Devs, for another dev stream. Yep, this is where my bingo has ended up in the end. This is where mine has ended up. If there was a new proto frame, I would have had a line there. Actually, yeah, that's the closest I've got on that. Everything else is 2 or more off, isn't it? Yep. So there we go. Shezbot and Happy Hour Honeymoon. For a silly little bit, you get to enjoy your moment of absolute victory there. They forgot Garuda Lore? I know, right? How could they not bring up Garuda Lore right now? After all this, where was that? How is there multiple bits of art showcased, and at no point was any of it either from Liger, or at least not called out as from Liger? I was genuinely expecting that to come around again, but there we go. That's just how it is. No mention for Equinox whatsoever. No mentions of anything charitable, which is curious for New Year stuff. I just figured they'd talk about kicking off the year on stats, something like that. But hey ho. No mention of Operation Event at this point. No new Kim chats is fair enough. No Prime teaser, really. They mentioned Garuda Lore in the dev short. In the dev short, I think so, yes. But wasn't here on the dev stream. Wasn't here on the dev stream. I didn't expect there to be anything about melee influence. New Incarnans, we got different new weapons mentioned instead, so that's just how it is. No world premiere, yeah. We moved on from that joke. We have moved on from that. That one was a dead spot. And yes, no mention of Ballas. Not a single mention of Ballas. That is a good thing. That is a good thing. 'Cause, yeah. We do not need more of that guy right there. We definitely do not need any more of that. LU posted, think I bingoed? Yeah, in fact, this was a while ago. Was it? Oh no, it was only a few minutes ago. Sorry, yeah. So Steve skips ahead. Yep. Reb's maniacal laughter. Yep. Unhinged Twitch comment read out. Yep. 2025 stats. Yep. Vorban rework. Yep. That's a bingo. LU did indeed get a bingo as well. Nice. Season posted ones which were unfortunately not bingos as well. But that is how it be. Right then. Right. Did they mention when the replay of the quest is going to go live? The replay of the quest as in the old piece, they are working on it. It'll either be in February update or in the March update. They cannot confirm which yet, so we'll just have to look forward to when they can do that. Yes, there was a Sanctuary node on the star chart that was completely unmentioned. We'll just see on that. Can anyone explain the Vorban rework? So it's a refresh, not a rework. none of the abilities are majorly changing. Instead, it is a change to the overall flow of Vauban. So the 1 is apparently going to spread out more so that the Teslas can actually grab onto more enemies more consistently. The 2, which is the laying of all of the mines, that has been updated to just be a tap hold. You either get the Flechette mine, which is also now going to be the tether mine at the same time, so tether and damage, or you use the what's it called, the Overdriver mine, which also is combined with the launch pad, and it'll buff up your companion at the same time it buffs you. There's some other changes on that in little bits here or there around it, but that's kind of the main takeaway for the second ability. The third ability, it's mostly some stat improvements. Those stat improvements are force blast procs, or guaranteed blast procs, on the explosion from the photon strike. It's also going to have slightly better range, apparently. It's also going to deal double damage to Overguard. I feel like it could go further, but yeah, that's where they're going with that one. And lastly, for the 4, the main takeaways on that are the armor strip and armor bonus are going to happen quicker. The armor bonus is going to raise to a higher maximum. The Bastille can grab an unlimited number of enemies, and Bastille will armor strip vortex enemies, whereas currently it does not. And you're limited on the number of vortexes you can throw, because apparently that was causing problems. No apparently at all there. So yeah, that is the very quick rundown on Vauban. They've not gone into all of the details. No doubt when we get our hands on him, we'll see what's actually really truly there. But that is the headliner approach to it, yes. They didn't really touch on the passive changes, but we'll see. They flick through the slides, and I'm not in any state to want to dig through the slides. Quite honestly, all of these things are always remains to be seen. We'll let it be shipped, we'll let it actually hit the game, and then we'll see what actually exists. But the main headliner stuff is there, yeah. But yeah, Flechette still considered a weapon, and they very conspicuously have decided not to break all that stuff, and instead to just kind of leave it as is, and instead call out that it exists, and that there is a level scaling on the damage, which is cool. It's good to have things called out. If they need to put in more tabs on stuff, if they need to put in a click here to see more, I'd rather they do that than have hidden stuff all the time. So yeah. But that is good. That is good. But yeah. A lot of bits and pieces, a lot of details there. Plenty of Tenno VIPs going on around the world as well. So anyone who's in Australia or Brazil, you can look forward to those as well. Cool. I am in neither of those places. Surprised to absolutely no one, so that's just a thing that's happening. Yeah. Was Vauban in the previous end of year Primary Surgeons? No idea. I have not paid enough attention to Primary Surgeons, I couldn't say. You just noticed the Grudel part of the bingo card, made you laugh more than it should have. It was mentioned by the DE team at some point recently, so it wasn't unreasonable, but yeah. It turns out that no, that did not happen. This is as far as my bingo card got. Other people have had the same options but randomized, because if you use the !! bingo command earlier on the stream here, you would get your own shuffle of the cards, so we could have some winners. And we did indeed have some people with some bingo wins. In case anyone was curious, the prize for winning the bingo is you get to say you won the bingo. That's the plan. I didn't promise anything else. The gamer said, I'm disappointed. The most used loadout for 2025, Wukong, Tenet Envoy, Okiko, Zorius. I'm surprised the Tenet Envoy is still holding up so well. Genuinely surprised it's holding up quite so well. But hey, if it keeps on going up there, have at it, Envoy. Wukong being up there is honestly unsurprising, because Wukong is a very versatile frame, and also it's Wukong. There is a certain section of the community that loves everything Wukong, so it's kind of to be expected. Okiko, little surprising considering the competition, but I suppose go for it. It is a very easy weapon to use, and the Zorius is a pretty obvious one. That weapon slaps. It is very, very, very effective. So yeah. No surprises on Zorius being where it is, especially because melee influence is a thing. I think if anyone complains about the power level of Zorius, they are not using melee influence, they're not using volatile quick return. That's the best I can guess. Yeah. Hello, Black Bunny. I'm doing alright. Hope you're doing well yourself. So it's a free potato? That also helps. Yep, very true. Wait, no, hang on. Does it have a free potato? Hold on, no, we build it. Yeah, we build it during the quest, but we build it. Does it actually come with a free potato? I think I recall that as a standout on the Dan series. Because other quest weapons do, like the Nataruk, like the Broken War. But Zoris, because we build it, doesn't get a potato, no. Which is a curious one. And is a bit unusual for a quest weapon. But it is what it is, yeah. It is what it is. And let's be honest, considering its power level, we'll let that one slide. As much as I am technically letting something that me from like a decade ago probably would have scoffed at and written off the game as pointless. Yeah. Has a new Prime been revealed yet? No new Prime details. Nope, we got no Prime teaser. That is not ticked off, you see. Nothing on that. Hopefully Coda Bubonico has a better reload time than standard. We'll see what stats it gets, yeah. From Black Bunny, I have a question about Excalibur Prime. Do you think is back? I don't know what you're asking with that, sorry. Wait, oh, you mean is Excalibur Prime the founder item going to be released to the public? No. Absolutely not. The only way you're getting hold of that is you're traveling back in time. That's it. That's your only option. And considering that time travel doesn't exist, other than moving forwards at 1 second per second unless your local frame is adjusted by gravity, it's not happening. It's not happening. Yeah. Alright then, yeah. I did promise a Polarino. Never? Never, yeah. When do you make a promise to their players? Certainly to their founders, who basically gave them the funding to allow them to really kick off into where we got to this day, they're not going to backtrack on those promises. Not for legal reasons, not for social reasons. When they say something is an exclusive, it's an exclusive. That's it, it's done. Yeah. Hey Gippy asking, hey Ken, have you ever considered running a D&D campaign with a Warframe book on Twitch or YouTube? I have considered it. It's not really been a high priority for me. It's not really been a high priority. So the reason for that, also thank you Ellie for linking the Warframe D&D, if anyone doesn't have any idea what that's about. It is a free book. Tips appreciated, but it is a free book otherwise that you can grab with stat blocks for every single Warframe, all the way up to and including Uriel. So all Warframes as currently exist in the game. Every single Warframe on 4 tiers of play, so you can play them in almost any adventure, and yeah, have at it. It is hundreds of pages long and completely free. Enjoy. But in terms of playing it on stream and on YouTube, we have had some streamed Warframe stuff. I did a very early version of it quite some time ago. And we then had the, what do they call it? Raid on Orphic Tower one-shot. That Raid on Orphic Tower, that was played with, I believe we had Brozyme, Your Lucky Clover, and a couple of members of the DE team as well join us on that. So you can catch that over on YouTube. That is on my replays channel. Exclamation mark replays for that. If I just search YouTube for it, let's see, YouTube. If I just go The Kengineer D&D. Yeah, no, that doesn't bring it up very easily, does it? Okay, I need to make that more searchable. But if I go The Kengineer and Raid on Orphic Tower, that does come up, yeah. That is where you'd have to search on YouTube to find that then. The Kengineer, Raid on Orphic Tower, if you want to go and dig for that. But yeah, in terms of doing more of that, it's not something I have planned at this point in time. I am kind of distancing myself from Dungeons & Dragons at this point. I have no intention of further expanding the Tenno-Tome of Warframes. So everything up to Uriel, end of 2025, that is the line. Those are the frames. And the very simple reason for that is I am digging more into, let me just grab the book, Starfinder. I am fiddling, I am diving, I'm digging, I am messing with the bits and pieces. You may hear news on that in the sooner future or later future or something. Remains to be seen exactly what I say about anything to do with it, but yes. So I say that is where my focus is, and interestingly, that is because, well, not because, no, this happens to relate to it and make me go, oh my god. But yeah, for those of you who missed it, Warframe did a proper crossover with Starfinder already. They have their one-shot adventure, which is Operation Arias, with introduction by yours truly. And no, this is not sponsored because I was paid as a one-off thing for my writing in that. I don't get extra pay from people grabbing the book. Whether you grab the print version or the PDF version, doesn't matter to me. It's more a case of, yo, that exists. If you loved Warframe and you love tabletop, check that out. I do strongly recommend it. I am in the process of putting those bits and pieces into a Foundry virtual tabletop for myself for usage. So if that leads to something stream-worthy, you may hear about it. If you're not already on the Discord, !my Discord to get news if and when that kind of thing happens. I'm not making promises. Simple as that. I'm not making promises. Could be that. Yeah. A very valid comment from everyone here, first time chatting. So I like the Vauban retouch, but I'm unsure about obtaining the overdrive buff. Not that pleasant going over the speed buff. I see what you mean there, honestly, yes. I do see what you mean. If you are used to picking up the overdrive buff, but you don't want to be flung off to the side, having it be a case of you must now get yeeted to get buffed, I can see the concern there, yeah. I wonder if they'll make it where you only get launched if you go in the direction that is pointing. So if you walk the other way over it, you get the speed buff for a moment. Optionally, maybe they don't even go that far, but still pick up the overdrive buff. Because I think at the moment, if you as a player walk onto it any way other than the correct direction, it doesn't affect you, whereas enemies are affected. Yeah, it's how it currently works for the launch pad, Ellie, but if they're combining the two together, we can't directly assume how it'll work. But yeah, I would imagine they have included some way to allow people to interact with it without getting yeeted, but you were very right to have that concern. Very right. We'll see how that comes together, won't we? We will see. At the very least, the switch to the tap hold, no more cycling, no more insane management of that many mines. I am definitely in favor of that. It also, sneakily, is a efficiency buff. Because if you were deploying tether mines and fletchette mines, now you're only applying half as many mines. So that is going to be an energy saver. If you were applying, who was, but if you're applying the overdrive for mines and the launchpad mines, now you'd be doing half of those as well. That one's less of a much of a win, but overall less APM intensive, less cycling, less faffing around with trying to memorize how many taps to go through to then hold cast, or how many holds to go through to then tap cast, decide which one you're actively using. It would just be tap or hold, and that is a lot easier to anchor into your gameplay. So I am happy with that change overall. Absolutely. Now, we'll see what they go with the implementation on the buff pickup, and honestly, I'm actually going to throw that over into the creator side of things with Warframe. I am going to throw that point over because that is a very salient point.
Oh my god! Wait, are they here? Engineer.
If there's anything to take away from it as a, oh, by the way, DE, please make sure you've thought about this, I imagine they have, but that is a very salient point. Do I also stream in Urdu? I do not know. I don't know a single word in Urdu, not one. So I will never, unfortunately, stream in Urdu. Not unless the Babel fish itself descends upon humanity. Yeah. And thank you, Carl. This also means that 3/4 of Foreman's abilities are now tap holds. Yep, fair point. Yep. Alright. Yeah, I do expect more cycling abilities are going away. Absolutely, Zom. Wisp is probably the only frame that's going to keep the tap holds. Sorry, not tap holds, the cyclings. Because... Oh, no, Ivara. I think it's going to be Wisp and Ivara. And probably for the same reason. When it comes to Wisp and Ivara, their cycled abilities, they have a bunch of very different features, but with a similar application style. And they are longer term effects. You put down a Wisp mode and it just stays there. You put down a dash wire and it just stays there. So there is a lot of long-term hold there. Chroma? Yeah, I could see the value in keeping it for Chroma. At the same time, yeah, it's more of a holdover as to what Chroma tried to be, isn't it? How many people actively switch Chroma's elements more than a couple of times per mission, I wonder? I wonder. And yeah, Caliban is a kept one, understandably. Yeah, so Caliban's going to be a keep. I know we lost it off of Grendel, understandably. Losing it off of Vauban, understandably. I wouldn't mind seeing it drop off of Titania as well, to be honest. Although that's partly because I just don't really engage with that ability because there's just so many weird moving parts. I'm sure the Titania mains are now buzzing with anger. I can't hear them though because I got my headphones on and can't hear the mosquitoes going around. They are. A lot of them will continue to be refined, I'm sure. But that is over the course of years. As I was saying, the funny thing is, Titania is really high usage, despite arguably having 3 not great abilities. I mean, yeah, Titania is a very unique frame, very unique playstyle, and a very effective one, which means that bad abilities get a pass. Very much so. It's not too dissimilar to how many people will play Revenant for one ability. Yeah. And that's not something I judge the players for, that's something I judge the design for. If a frame has something that it does really good, really well, really impactfully, and dare I say uniquely, that's going to get a lot of attention. To an extent, Wukong has had multiple reworks or multiple refreshes to get to the point of having more than one ability of note, yeah. So now, at this point, have a good but still ammo-balanced clone. Cloudwalker remains amazing. Defy is Defy, and it took a while for the staff to actually matter. There's plenty of frames that have that kind of, wow, when you think about it, there's a bit of suck in there, and yet people love it. Sometimes it do be like that. And then there's Lavos. It's Lavos. Yeah, right, I promised a poll. What time are we on at the moment? We're only on that. That's fair enough. Okay, right, let's get a poll loaded up, shall we? For what we're going to do hereafter. Let's switch us to a bit of an intermission screen whilst we do that. Hey, look, chat, you're on screen. Whee! Let's get a poll started for what we want now. I'm going to use the most impressive vocabulary ever on this poll. The question is simply going to be, what do? So we have that option. We have that option. And that joke option. It's not a joke though. If you vote for it, you vote for it. Right then. I'm going to put 2 minutes on this poll because I'm going to go get myself a little bit more water in the process. So the poll is up and running. If I'm not back before the poll ends, let me know what's voted for. But yep, the poll is up on the stream there. What do? Do you want Warframe, Eve, Repo, or end the stream immediately? Poll is up and running. Got 2 minutes on that. RB. Alrighty. Looks like we have our winning choice there, in amongst all the drones as well. 57% of you want more Warframe, with 19% looking for some E, 14% tell me to end the stream immediately, and 4% with some solo mode repo. Yep. That sounds about right, coming off at the end of a Warframe dev stream. Makes sense. Let's go with that then. Going over to Perita. Let me just get rid of the ping on Discord. That'll be from DE. Yep, there we go. I'll get Warframe loaded up then. Get going on that, shall we? Now with Perita, I'm not going to be doing some crazy special new strats. This isn't going to be a discovery stream. This is going to be, I want to get some Perita resources stream. And that is exactly what we shall do. Alright. Oh, no, we don't need the bingo. We don't need that anymore. We want Warframe. Come on. There it is. Took it a moment. Alrighty then. And we can move my face back to where it belongs. It's usually over here. There it goes. Right then, chat. Let's just update the stream title. There we go. People know what's up. Everything should look good. Yep, there we are. Right then. What weapon to equip? Not the Foreman. It's a nice weapon, but not the Foreman. Let's go with, where is it? There it is. Ruston. Okie dokie then. Not going to make any other changes to that. That's going to be good as is. Perita Rebellion with that setup, and I need to face the Dactylist a fair bit. Yep, I need to put the Dactylist down time and time and time again. We're going to have to continuously relive this traumatic memory for the operator. The 12-minute war, I think that's it. Farming headshots to charge up a gun when you don't have a reticle is not easy.
And we have little time. Return to the days of the Perita Rebellion, when the Dax Anarchs turned former sentient allies against you.
And ground scanners deleted.
And now we know why.
Actually really easy, just like that.
Now scanners. Find them and scrap them.
Way ahead of you, mate. Way ahead of you.
Scanners eliminated. We can maneuver in peace again.
Now we got to destroy the transport. Okie dokie.
Transport incoming. Scrap it. No relief for the enemy.
Yeah, I don't have the Zoros equipped, and I can feel it. There we go. That'll have to do.
Lines. Anarchs are hurting now. Seize this opportunity and push forward.
And we'll just dash off to the next location. Have a good spot there to grab a bunch of them at once. We'll just keep dashing. Minefield! Okay.
Minefield just tore up an entire regiment. Get in close and hack them to neutralize the field quickly. Or just blow them up one by one. Don't matter to me.
Hacking them is largely the better choice.
Nightmares face their own kind.
Where is it? Over here? Hey sir, turn around. Thank you. Nope, nope. Hey sir, hey sir. Ooh, that hurt. This makes us weirdly resilient. There we go. Weirdly resilient. Alright, I'm just gonna trigger these mines. Okay, apparently those others didn't get triggered. There we go.
Mines neutralized. You got nerves of steel, Tenno.
Cheers, Mike, for the mega drone. As you do. What was I stuck on there? I can't see now. I'm getting shot at by the smoke maker. I swear one of these enemies just fires smoke at me to blind me. It doesn't actually do any harm. It just makes it where I can't see.
Supply cache is located. Get close and cipher them off for our side.
Just keep blapping the ships as they appear. Very effective method. There's already fan art of the new frame. Wait, the new frame? You mean like the new skin for Degas? In which case, yeah, I mean, art's a competitive field, not surprised. People get right on it. Mirror asking, did you ever try silence again on Imperator boss? Levels can take the abilities easy, boss feels calmer. I haven't tried silence again on them, no. No, actually a new frame. Wow, okay, now that's real fast then. Already on the new frame? Fair enough. Alright. Oh god, that fire rate. Little interrupted. What? Oh, there's a tunnel here. Guys, stop shooting it. Thank. Do I enjoy art guns after Orb Valis? When you say after Orb Valis, you mean like the Valis Undermine? So the whole art gun adapters? It certainly made them more powerful, yeah. I can't say that I really focus on them, but they are plenty usable. I can just go da-dum. It do indeed be a gun that go burr. This isn't one of the worst spots to hold for a ship launch, but it's not one of the easiest. There we go.
We've got the shuttle and its cargo. Ready for another fight?
Yeah, where's my next fight? This way. Over here.
Help needed. I can take
Rescue
it. Bring
the
home.
scout. Okie dokie. Let's get it on a journey to somewhere. Destroy that. Take out a bunch of these. Need to hit that terminal.
Insert one unworthy of your loyalty.
Take out more of them. Okay, the mines should be sufficiently dealt with at this point, so it's just the terminals to focus on. And then we got one more over here. Might as well pop this one into process. Generate the area. Looks like I'm about... I'm not about. I have no charge on this. Let's charge it.
Sentient scout is safe and recovered. You, on the other hand, need to get back out into the field.
Oh, you can really feel that damage reduction when they've got one of their defensive abilities active. Or if they're in the middle of casting something. It just makes them defensive. The sheer difference in DPS I could deal.
Anarch's attack. Energy low. You
Roll.
must save.
Ow. Trying to hit the headshots, but they die so easily. They get like one bullet per head. Considering how many shots I'm firing, that's not a lot of charge. Oh. Energy core located. All the way in here. Back we go. Wait, what? Oh shit. Not often levels goes down, but I guess I was just forced to stand in spot waiting. There we go. What is bombarding the location?
I can think, Tenno. Tenno, back to
I can't see through all the smoke when that hits me. I don't want to give up on the graphics, having got this lovely, lovely PC I have, but I swear the smoke effects are a little bit obnoxious.
Turrets running low. Ammo airdrops incoming. Keep the area clear.
There we go. Why are they all the way over here? Yoink. Oh. Unless I've turned around there, it's this way. And then this one. Green's got a quick levels question. How often do you find yourself infusing elements into your abilities? I do it mostly as a matter of habit, the majority of the time. But that's just because I'm charging up Valence Formation more than anything. I only really consciously think about it if I'm in need of an element on my opponents. Because a lot of the feature that you get with Lavos isn't in the damage, it's actually in the overall functionality it provides, be it mobility, healing, that sort of thing. And that doesn't strictly require me to infuse an element, let alone a specific one. Does that make sense? Like here I could infuse a bunch of cold just to slow down the enemies everywhere, make it easier to shoot them. Certainly for lining up the headshots. Bye, Ash. Bye, Ash. Would have died seeing him there. Check build is Twitch Warframe integration disabled. I had it disabled during the dev stream, yeah, and I just haven't turned it back on yet. Remind me when we're between missions, and I'll turn it back on then. Okay, order executed. Next location.
But you're not done.
I completely misjudged where that wanted me to go. Here we are. Oh, we're already out of time. Wow. I got some rough ones. That's only 9 orders executed. That's the worst one in a while. Oh well, it is what it is.
The Dactylus. A memory.
Now, I'm going to do myself 2 favors here. First of all, I'm going to actually turn down the highlight intensity here, because it looks a little bit bad on the boss fights. Second of all, I'm going to actually turn on compact damage numbers. I've had it off for a while, but let's turn it on for this. See if that makes this
was mercilessly tainted.
a little easier? No. No, I still can't see through that damage number mess. I'm going to go a step further. And what? Yeah, I'll have it very, very faint. I just want to see if I'm hitting red crits or not. I can't really see the numbers here, but I can see if I'm hitting in the way that I want to. Even then, it's a lot of crap on the screen. There we go. Yeah, for the Hullus fight in particular, that the damage numbers from Bursted and from Warzone are a pain.
In the old war. The war we remember.
Yeah, let's get that Warframe integration turned back on again. There we go. Arsenal overlay is back in place. Now, it's a tough trade-off. Using the highlight to actually be able to see enemies against often very camouflaged or dark terrain, but then also the effect that it has on the general appearance of enemies, and especially bosses, sometimes is a bit. And then likewise the damage numbers, they give you some important information, but they can also just block what you're aiming at when you get such a bullet hose as this is.
When the Dax Anarchs turned former sentient allies against you.
Objective complete, get to the next one. I missed that gem, not gonna go back for it. Yeet! Oh, screwed up the landing. I thought I had a roll available, which is why I didn't go for a soft land.
Tenno, Hydekin stole it. Safe before Hydekin core changed to Anarch Mind.
Alright, that should trigger both to spawn. Now I can actually focus on the kill. One done. Didn't actually have my dash ready. 2 done. Grab the resource. Which way? This way. Eliminate Anarchs! Oh, we can do that with ease.
Cut them down.
Call in some more. I missed a lot of shots there. Actually, did I hit a single headshot? I didn't.
only once with Warframes? Allow me to educate you.
Oh yeah, the enemy highlight turned off temporarily there. I don't know if that's intended. It would be weird if it happened but it wasn't intended, but it's also just weird in general. There we go. Order executed. Where next? This way.
If only they had listened. Keep moving.
And draw out another Prime Warframe. Yeah, we can do that.
Are the strongest weapons the Anarchs have. Fight fire with fire and draw one out.
There we go. That deals with the equipment. Need to shoot enough Anarchs. Cool. Here we go.
Would you care to face one of your former friends, Tenno?
Would if I could see it. Oh, he's casting. Give him a moment. There we go. Now I can shoot him. During the casting animation, they're just that much harder to shoot.
I know that wasn't pleasant, but it was necessary.
Lumpy with the hydrate. Cheers. Alright, transport to deal with.
Scrap it.
Where is it? That's a repair pad. Was the transport the thing over here? I've got so many markers on my screen, I don't know which one's a transport.
I've killed hundreds of your kind.
That one's moving. There we go. There we go. Alright. So, Queen, yeah, what you said about abilities makes sense. Don't seem to infuse like every other ability, only infuse base elements. For myself, to infuse compounds. Fair enough. Personally use level skill thousands status rather than just through utility as gear provides. I mean, yeah, it's multiple playstyles. Levels is adaptable like that. Oh, I did not mean to jump up there. For everyone message noticing I've been struggling in high level missions levels, curious the difference how we utilize this kit. In terms of high level missions, weapons are carrying Lavos' output, not his abilities.
I don't care.
His abilities are a mix of powerful supports and valence formation. You can certainly get value out of using the right elements at the right time. But mostly that's only going to be a multiplier to a good weapon. He's casting. There we go. Yeah, ultimately if you don't have a good weapon to buff, you're running a caster Lavos, and caster Lavos is a very specific setup that only works against very specific situations. That. And there we go. Order executed. Oh, and apparently someone stabbed. That wasn't even a goal. Okay. Let's pop this. Oh, damn, that one was close. Alright, now I've got to awkwardly recharge my gun again. Excuse me. Alright, I've grabbed one gem. Go through that. Clear minefield! Alrighty.
We're getting slaughtered on the advance.
One down. Two. 3. There's the next ones. There we go. 4. And enough were triggered elsewhere. That works for me.
Disposable, you see. Next objective.
Okay, load the auto turrets. This one does take a little bit longer, but it's plenty manageable. Load up you. Load up you. And we load up you. Okie dokie. And we just hold the line best we can. You know what? Let's really hold the area.
Enough. Let Ballas's nightmares face their own kind.
Cool. We'll just have a rain of arrows whilst taking out Ember. Okay, Ember is currently basically immortal, and I am very much mortal at this moment. Let's roll out those abilities. And now she's stopped casting, I can kill her. There we go. While she's doing a whole world on fire, fireball trick, whatever, yeah, killing her is not a priority. Avoiding those shots, that definitely is a priority.
Die in the dirt, Anarch scum! Now's our chance.
Yeah, when it comes to playing Lavos, utilizing the sheer utility he can bring, and certainly his mobility, honestly just makes for a brilliant playstyle. Which I know isn't technically a lot of his kit, but it just works. What weapons am I using? I am currently using primarily the Burston Prime Incarnate. Oops, did I not activate this? Oh, that's it. The other weapons I have equipped at the moment fundamentally don't matter to what I'm doing. It is entirely burst. I'm not even using my companion's weapon. I've got it turned off because I was doing some testing earlier. I needed it off. Not fully charged, don't care. Let's just get the damage in because I want a code. What's my orders completed record? Something like 12. Maybe 13? It's hard to get too many more without predicting the location I need to go to, simply because the sheer duration of each of them and the speed you can get between locations. If you've got a really speedy frame like Titania, you could probably pull off 14. That is very specific setup. Oh, it's this one where it doesn't tell me where's the actual start location. Is the start up here? Nope, this wasn't the start. I don't like it when it gives me waypoints for multiple things, when only one of them is the quote-unquote correct waypoint at that moment in time. Alright, take care, my relay. Catch you in the next one. Roll our way through this. Only 1 minute left. Yeah, we're not going to get much in the way of orders done now. Come on.
So many ways to
Where is... How does it not get there yet? There we go. Good lord. Yeah, that one is definitely a speed boost frame desired one. 30 seconds, 300 meters to go. Ooh. And it's a type list. Alright, we're done. We're done. Nothing more I can do with that one.
You help. Aiden's nose.
Nothing more I can do with that. Okay then. Needless whiteout. I'm sure someone likes that experience. I am not that someone.
Dactylists were twisted into horrors.
Full charge.
We owe it to them to remember what was done.
And we melt it. Into its next stage. Oop. Nope. I'm trying to land the headshot here. There we go. There we are. Headshots can be a little difficult at times. There you are.
All our people were betrayed.
Seems to be dying much faster now to burst. I wonder what changed. Part of what changed is my build.
Better our chance.
It's not a big difference overall, although, let's be real, it probably is. But part of it is my build. I made one very important change to the Burston. And I've got a video in the works on that as well. And I guess I put it back. I thought I was still running Bulwark. I keep forgetting when I test things and then switch to... whatever. Okay, yeah, so never mind. Bulwark is even more effective. I guess I'm just killing stuff fast enough that I'm not losing the deadhead stacks. Well, that's nice. Yeah, that was the same build as it was before. Maybe I just kept running into a bug before then. Okay. Damn. I really was getting slapped by that one. Okay. Fair enough. For those of you unaware, there was a bug on Release of Paris Rebellion where enemies, the bosses in particular, would sometimes just have a lot more tank than they should have had. Inexplicably. Or at least inexplicably to the players. Thankfully the devs found out and fixed it. But they didn't really give us a lot of details to exactly what was going on there.
You were forced to fight, however bitter the memory. Everything depends upon it.
They're hammering us hard. We need to strike back.
Come on, let's get those headshots so I can charge up the gun. Yeah, I don't like how many headshot kills it takes to charge up such a powered up weapon. Yeah, so the longest farm video, I know I said in, what was it, early December? Late November I was looking to do that video, and now here we are in late January. But the simple truth is that there's other stuff more pressing to cover, and other stuff which can be covered, frankly, quicker. So what I'm intending to do is get a little bit of a kind of content buffer going up, and then I can put full focus into doing that video without leaving a big long gap on the channel again. Because I don't like having big long gaps on the channel. Oh, what is going on with this guy?
What a waste.
There you are.
Supply shuttles up ahead.
If Lavos would be getting a proto frame, what type of character would I want it to be? I honestly don't really have an opinion on that. The characters of the various protos so far have been thematically connected, but not necessarily the exact attitudes I'd have expected out of each of them. So I just don't have a strong opinion on what it would be for Lavos. Oh, come to think of it, Zom, I am aware of one change I made to my setups, which is allowing this to take out the Dactylus better. Previously I was using Zenric, which is much more for casting, and I think I stuck with that when I went to Burston. Now I'm using, I think it's Madura, which has a huge fire rate and damage buff. And that is no doubt having more than a bit of an effect. Not sure why they're all over there doing not a lot, but okay.
That shuttle is ours, and so is its cargo.
Now, if Lavos is going to be anywhere, Lavos will be part of the La Cathedral timeline, XX99, because that would be a great place for an alchemist to come from. You could have a very little old-timey alchemist. And I could easily see Cardinal de Manche convincing an alchemist to take the serums like, this will give you what you need. Use this, and you will unlock the secrets of alchemy. Be all over that. Plague Doctor Lavos could also be that. That could work too.
Mine's neutralized. You got nerves of steel, Tenno. I'll give you that.
Whatever lie Entrati needs to use to get a some kind of man of science on the side. Man of science of the old era. Yeah, that would be the closest I can get to expectations.
Our turrets desperately need resupply. Ammo airdrop en route. Keep the drop zone clear.
Yoink. Locations over this way. Is it that thing that's causing all of the smoke? Oh god, what's causing that? Yikes, that was harsh on the eyes. Ready to grab? There we go.
Those turrets are back in fighting shape. No time to rest. You're needed elsewhere.
Elsewhere I shall be. Alright, we've got to draw out the assailants of these two.
We can't afford that. Find them and break them out.
Okay, not any of the pathing I wanted to do there, but it's fine. One down. Two down. Guessing over this way? I'm wrong. Down this way. Not a good land on that, it's fine. Loading of turrets.
Shut it down. Repel the anarchs.
I'm a little surprised that the 64 frame has turned out to be a
So many ways to kill.
I don't know how serious to take it, because on the one hand, I don't know if Pablo is just looking at it from the perspective of the frame rather than the actual update, the story side of it, or if Reb's just committing to the bit. I genuinely cannot tell. Because either are very possibly true. Right, I cannot stand... Wait. I've shot her many, many times whilst doing the whole world on fire thing. Why this time did she get knocked over? Is that a mechanic I've been missing this entire time and just somehow never did it right? Blast Ember in the chest kills the cast. In the chest! There is some spot I should have noticed on the chest and somehow haven't noticed before now. So much going on in this game at once. Those kinds of mechanics do not stand out. I'll look more carefully for it next time I see Amber. Vaults all over again. Yeah, on Vaults it honestly just looked like part of the design. Once I know it's there and I know what I'm looking at, it's an oh moment. But it doesn't exactly stand out. With so much going on in this game, to have interactables like that with no real introduction, nah. Just nah. Ooh. It's reminiscent of those old point-and-click adventure games where like, oh, didn't you think to click on this one part of this one corner of one room and make sure you do that whilst you're holding on to this thing from 3 rooms before? But first you need to go 2 rooms ahead to get this other thing to bring it over. It's like, how was I ever supposed to figure this out? This is just a convoluted story with some self-flating, haha, look at me, I'm so smart design. Now, Warframe's not that far, but it certainly gives some indications of how was I supposed to figure this out? With everything that's going on, with the sheer amount of visual clutter, for starters, how am I supposed to figure that out? I know the answer is not learn it from other people.
Reinforcements! Where in Soul Sky did they come from? Take them out!
They didn't get hit. Especially when view damage numbers block your view. Yeah, I get that a lot. Oh, do I get that a lot with weapons like the burst? A big one for me at the moment, though, is all of these smoky effects. Because I've turned all the graphics way up, but I shouldn't have to be choosing to turn down a graphic setting just because of smoke effects from explosions on my face. That feels like a rough decision to have to make. Because there are some where it is incessant until I happen to find or avoid that one enemy doing it to me. I can end up with just a constant smoke on my face. There we go.
Ground scanners eliminated. We can maneuver in peace again.
Is this one up and over? It's an up and over. There we go. Damage numbers blocking view sounds like suffering from success. Suffering from fire rate? It's still problematic.
This is a rout.
Yeah, we've only managed 9 orders again. Okay. Not my best runs, I'll be honest, not my best.
The wise, kind Dactylists were twisted into horrors. We owe it to them to remember what was done.
Even there, I've got my damage numbers turned down to 10% opacity, but also that plus gun effect is still a hell of a lot going on at once. In one location I'm trying to aim at. And then all that adds on top. And I think I'm aiming at the head. I think I'm aiming at the weak spot. I don't know at this point. No, I'm seeing red reticle, so I must... That must be the correct place to shoot. It's just... Yeah.
It is vital to remember the war as it truly was.
There we are.
You have done admirably, Tenno.
Ta-da! Now, Dee raised a very interesting point on the stream when it comes to these text list artifacts. A very interesting point, and that was around veteran players not having themselves much of a use for them, and that is kind of expected and accepted by DE. They've said they're not going to make any changes to the animation, they're not going to skip the animation. They really are attached to and love the animation. And it's certainly some interesting decision on that side. Oh, so close to purchase. So close. Okay.
Very well.
Then I need the extra resources anyway for leveling up. Yeah, they won't skip the animation. Speeding up is maybe there, maybe not. It's Flashpoint asking, do you think mid-game players have a use for it? Does every point after new players' animations are too damn long? Because at every point after new players, animation too damn long. I'm not sure I fully follow on that Clash point, but my broader point is, it's curious that they would lean into the idea that this whole focus school expansion, this whole brand new text-less artifact thing, our takeaway is supposed to be more amp modding instead. And don't forget, that is pretty much just stat buffs. It doesn't change the amps in any fundamental way. It is buffs. Just number buffs. And then otherwise, there should be some passive bits in here which we acknowledge and accept from time to time. So I bring forth the bow. On dealing damage, fires yet another arrow again. 30 seconds of that. We've got arrows have just a better radius, it's just arrows. Rain of arrows also target additional enemies within 10 meters. Yeah, so bunch of arrows, and gain ability strike for each enemy hit by the initial tower on strike for 30 seconds max plus 50%. Because of the time taken to get to a tower on strike, this lasts for a small window of time, a small portion of the mission. And I do find myself wondering, that kind of thing, who's benefiting from it? These are, again, 30 seconds after the cast of the tower on. I've seen them in action. They are nice when they occur. There is definitely damage output from it. It's just, again, the limits on actually getting it to trigger. And that's what I find odd, is that we have such a long farm to get the item. And it is a long farm. It is a few hours per textless artifact. Oop. Didn't need that. I'm not... There is an appearance on it. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, recolor, reflavor it how you want. Honestly, I get it. At the same time, for something that exists for such a short amount of time to me, I'm not going to focus on it. But no, the upgrade screen is what I wanted. These are the mods that I've ended up sitting on, and this is the only one that affects the tower on at all. And it's because I've gone through all the rest of the amp mods. I could have gone for an operator tank mod at this point. I probably should. Probably should. But if we have a look at like Evi Sword by name, yes they are. Also naming convention, I'm not a fan of, but whatever. So this is 10k endo. This one 15k endo, and I think these were 5k each. Yeah. That's 10, 20, no. 15, 30, 40, 50,000 endo. Honestly, for maxing it out, that's actually pretty cheap. 50,000 endo to max out that setup, as it were, is pretty cheap. When we consider adaptation here, we've got a nearly fully ranked one here. To get that last little bit is 23k in itself. So to go from there to there was 23k endo. And for every single one of these 10 pippers, you can imagine the same thing again. In fact, do I have another Umbral I can compare to? I do not. I'll just look it up. What is the cost? Is it the same or is it a primed consideration? I think it's primed equivalent. Fusion. Yeah, these come under legendary, don't they? So to get adaptation up the last 2 ranks is 7,650. No, it's not. Yeah, 7,680 for rank 9 and 15,360 for rank 10. So overall, it's about 23k. And then for the Umbrals, each of those is actually about 30k increase. So getting those last pips on each of these 5 mods here, because these 3 are really cheap. Each of these 5 mods, that's what, 43, 46, and then about 130k endo, plus Prime Shift Footed, 160k endo, somewhere in that ballpark, versus the cheaper 2 pips down on each. That's a hell of a lot. So the veteran side of it, and that's what they've pointed out, is that this is more the veteran side of it. The veteran side of it is actually very accessible. Once you've got one of the mods, you just rank it up with a bit of endo, a bit of credits, you've got that lying around, job's done. 50k total, very accessible. The arcane is a nice addition. I've not really struggled on getting the arcanes, and also they're tradable, so there's that. Side note, can you get your music playlist? It sounds dope. We're listening to the synthwave album from Stream Beats by Harris Heller, and it's been brought to my attention I need to be very specific. Stream Beats by Harris Heller, because there is apparently another company that has produced quote-unquote Stream Beats, and they are charging for it, and they are not the same thing. Stream Beats by Harris Heller is available freely. That is the whole point. He designed them, or had them commissioned, to give out to streamers for free. So if you come across Stream Beats, the one that charges, that's the wrong one. And yeah, we're on the Synthwave playlist. But yeah, it's curious to look at these, because these are what D is saying is for the vets, and very, very accessible. If you missed the dev stream, did you miss the shard drops? You missed all the drops, yes. They were only during the dev stream. And only on the dev stream, not on any creator channels. Very sorry you have missed out on those now, Shade. Yeah, I just... It really does seem odd to me to have this serious investment to getting the strike, to then call the strike itself a mid-game focused thing, and leave the modding of the amp as the vet's reward, or the vet tier usability, because that also means then for the mid-game player who does farm into these and gets use out of them, if they get the use out of them, having invested all of that focus as well, will then later in the game just stop using it, is the intent. Or is the expectation D you're expressing there? And that feels very odd to me. I'm not sure what other direction they could go with it or want to go with it. I absolutely get the concern of giving us even more power, competitive power with our crazy setups elsewhere. But it doesn't feel like it's remotely close to competitive. That's the problem. Reddicar saying, I've been using Talon Strikes quite often. Something I didn't know until today, but I've had it on my equipment. Each focus lens provides a 10% multiplicative bonus to Talon charge. Yep. Be able to use it very frequently in missions. However, I'm aware, to my own experience, not the norm based on players' reception. Actually, I think it comes down to people's perception of very frequently. Or quite often. Even the word quite. I've come to learn that how those of us in Britain understand the word quite and how people apparently use it in United States of America is quite different. So I never really know someone's quite often in this case. I very rarely get to use the Talon Strikes, and part of the reason is that when I remember they exist, and this is already a problem, when I remember they exist, I will sometimes look down to see if it's charged. Oh, it's not charged. The gameplay loop to using those Talon Strikes is a bit removed. And yeah, it does depend on the mode, Tom, you're very right. And let's first of all get rid of Kestrel. I'm done with that thing. Let's just grab Zoris for a moment. Let's go to a mode where I should be able to charge it pretty quickly because I can focus on getting the charging and utilizing it. And for the avoidance of doubt, you can see I am stacked with lenses wherever they can go, pretty much. Yeah. I am stacked with lenses pretty much wherever they can go. The only one I've not got one on at the moment is the walls line. I don't think it takes them, does it? Oh, no, it does take them, so let's fix that. Let's give you a... What do I have spare? Let's just give it a greater and Iron lens. Why not? Yeah. And do remember that charging for host got nerfed because apparently there was an issue with it. And it wasn't supposed to be able to chain the orb, so that got removed. Yeah, let's just do a survival first as a demonstration, and then I'm going to see with hard focus how well I can charge it in an exterminate. You know, a kill mission, no other focus, just kill.
Trust in your
One would hope that big kill weapon will be available there and useful. We'll see. I can't really measure how many kills come from it versus other options, but yeah, I'm going to try and keep my wits about me in terms of focus orbs. Like that one has just appeared there. The sooner I grab it, the sooner the next one can happen. That sort of thing. So I am at about half charge now, which is nice. I did start with 12%, but all the same. Yeah, I have got a little bit of functional modding towards making it happen sooner as well. It's not like we're coming in completely blank here. And in this high kill environment where I can continuously get a lot of focus, it's making a not insubstantial amount of progress. I'd say without the starting charge, I'd still get over 50% charge in this one moment. There we are. So again, what was that, like 30,000 focus? So I dare say full charge is what, like 50,000 focus? If that's how... Oh, it's not directly related that way, is it? No. No, it's not. Yeah, no simple measure on that. A fun fact about the Parita, by the way, for those of you unaware. Oh, focus on the orb. Fun fact about Parita is that every objective you complete gives you about 50% charge. Every objective. Alright, we got a full charge. There we go. Let's just use it. Thankfully, the situation didn't change because I am not in a group. I'm playing for myself. And you're going to hear and see the extra arrows raining in. That was unfortunate. You can hear the whistling of extra arrows. And we can see their effectiveness. The effectiveness of these extra arrows... oh, have they already run out? I think they've already run out. Was not enough to kill these enemies here on what I would consider basic steel power. I've got it fully maxed out this tree. Fully maxed. So it's not very visible that I'm getting extra bonus. It's not very easy to hear over everything else. I'm having to focus on that. So it's not particularly present. And it just doesn't fill me with a feeling of raw power. But yeah, I am charging it up quickly in this mission where I focus on charging it. Like I said, we're going to see it in an exterminate in a moment, where we don't have such a large number of enemies streaming into us, because exterminates don't usually have 389 kills in them. Nor do spy missions. Nor do basically all of them. I'll probably notice it doesn't charge sometimes unless you go into operator. That sounds like a bug, but fair enough. I mean, it's obviously a bug, but yeah. Not something I would judge it against so much as just something to complain about, but yeah. Oh, there's a focus orb over this way. Gotta focus the focus orb. If I want my tower runs, I have to go get this. Without it, I'm gonna get basically no charge. Here we go. Right. Yeah, I get you, Zom. I get you. Hey, the damage on this initial area, effective. And yep, I managed to get that nice, lovely, overwhelming power. 50% strength. Overwhelming 50%. Also, I've let my life support drop down here, which is weird because I've got over 100 kills per minute. How is my life support so bad? What the hell? Over 100 kills per minute, my life support's nearly burned. What the fuck? Let's get out of here. I don't know about you, but 50% extra power strength, and I have to assume that is additive to mods. Not exactly in a position to test, it's already expired, but we'll see.
As you conquer the foe,
50% extra power strength doesn't exactly feel overwhelming in itself. 30-second duration, I get more from a Relic Fisher. It is good for frames that can snapshot it. It's a bonus for frames that can snapshot it. Do you like waiting up to 3 minutes in a survival mission to snapshot a 50% strength bonus? bearing in mind how rapidly you can get it from other operator features and other things in general. This is what I'm getting at when I go like, is this really what we want it to be for mid-gamers? And how many mid-game tier players are that hard focused on snapshotting? You're just trying to be positive? I'm trying to be objective, and that is, I'm looking for the objective. Okay, let's go do a Dari. I'm going to try and clear this quickly, because if we're not clearing it quickly, what are we doing?
Accept your death, and you may yet avoid it. Trust in your training.
No focus orb yet, that's fine. We're not 10% in the mission, done. Nearly 20% done. Oh, okay. Let's continue this way. A focus orb will turn up in a moment, don't you worry. Don't you worry. There's our focus orb. Right, let's go grab that. Oh, it's through a wall. Or a door. Bit of both. Okay, so grab the focus orb. I'm at half charge now. Bearing in mind, again, I started with partial charge just from my Textless artifact. So I didn't get a half charge during the mission, I already had some charge. This awkward exterminate thing where someone's just off out of sight. And bear in mind, doesn't this charge off of kills? So the faster I kill, the more charge I'm going to get, actually. Because we're going to run out of the focus buff. There it is. Partly because I had to go back as well. Okay, these guys around with this wire, so I'm just going to jump up top here. Reload my electric buff because I think I run out.
Removing the galleon to assess Kuvalich viability.
Is there anything I can interact with that will make this charge more? Like picking up particular loot, interacting with objective consoles, something? I don't know why I'm even walking towards that. I don't want a Kuvalich. Alright, I picked up that. That gave me another, what, 30% or so charge? So we're like 80% charged. Need to find targets. And mission complete.
Ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
You know what? No. No. I made a point. Let's continue with a slightly different point. There's still some enemies left to kill. I've still got the focus orb for a moment. Because I can. We've got some Xmas incoming. Are they going to spawn fast enough? No, they are not. That's okay. They were never going to have spawned fast enough then. If I kill every enemy on the map, every single enemy on the map, can I get enough charge? Because I've completed mission objective, so we should have a limited number of enemies now. Hi there. Where are you? Wait. Anyone over here? Nope. Anyone over here? Hello? Is there anyone I left alive? So, I tried to get as many kills as I could within the focus orb. I think I did a pretty good job of that, to be honest. Let's face it, there's going to be missions that are going to be more difficult to control, and mid-tier players, quote-unquote, are going to be killing fewer enemies per minute anyway. Yeah.
And so we learn the importance of clarity and purpose.
No artifact for me. Yes. What about the people who can't do steel path? Let's do a let's do a normal mode mission, and let's bring myself down in power appropriately as well. Nataruk. And let's go... God knows what I've done to this poor thing. Let's go with this. Let's take off the Galvanize mod. As much as it's obtainable from Arbitrations, which is before Peritha Rebellion. Let's take it off anyway. And we'll put Split Chamber in its place. Prime Shred is an expensive mod. Let's replace that with Shred. There we go. Serration is very ranked up. Let's fix that. There we go. Because again, resources are expensive. We know this. For Lavos, it's tank more than anything. So I'm happy to leave this lot on here. It doesn't massively overchange how effective his abilities will be in a normal mode mission. Okay. Let's go with these, and I'm just going to use Nataruk. Just confirming as well, my companion is not shooting. Yes, I have got some buffs here. These are obtainable though, so I'm not going to take those off. We're talking about someone who's earned themselves a textless goddamn artifact. They could do this. My lenses are above mid-grade player. They don't need to have upgraded lenses. Every single lens gives 10%. Just any lens. So they just need to have a handful of lenses and shove them on. That is completely accessible for someone who is farmed out an entire textless artifact.
There is a large platoon
So
of
I don't need to discount that.
stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Strangely enough, only 108 kills on Steel Path, same number of kills needed here. Huh. Lavos isn't really changing the nature of the game. Lavos is just face tanking. I'm otherwise just running, bullet jumping, rolling. Let's grab the orb so that these kills are more valuable to us. Didn't expect these guys to be just hiding in the back of this room. Yeah, this is slowing me down a little bit. It's unfortunate for test purposes, but missions do be like that. Screwing up my shots a little bit there. I can shoot better than this. What's going on with me? Thought it results will be identical? I expect about the same, actually, yeah. The real talk will be going into a survival mission for this year.
Queens will not be pleased. Clone rot has gone too far. Send word.
No, not the clone rock. How dare it go too far? Throw another enemy. Oh, it's that thing. I'm trying to charge this. I am actively trying to charge this. I've had 2 focus orb pickups, just like in the survival mission, in those first few minutes, but there's far fewer kills to be had this way. I missed that shot. Oh well. What's my routing here? Here we go. Thanks for opening that for me. That's very kind of you. Ah, I can't see through the smoke. Mission complete. Not charged.
Another successful mission. Find extraction.
New orb available. Oops, wrong button. And now they're all going to die to that instead. Oh wait. No, actually, I did nerf Lavos enough. The blue orb doesn't provide more gain, to my understanding, no. It provides you the same. What caused it to provide more previously is that you could chain them together. But that was unintended. The timing was wrong, and so they fixed that. Well, I got it at the end of the mission. I got it after the end of the mission.
Another job well executed.
Okay. How about... Yeah, let's do that survival one now. Let's go survival. Yeah, that is this one. Not actually Fisher survival, just survival. That is where you get the highest enemy density on Steel Path. It's where the kills feeding into focus, feeding into Taron is basically at its max. I'm mulling over in my mind about the value of a passive growth on it. And that passive growth tied to the number of lenses you have equipped. So that you will just get it. Or just starting with it available, and then it has its recharge mechanic, so at least you have one every mission. Either use it at the start or use it when you wish to use it. Hell, give it up to 2 charges. It starts with 1 charge at 50% filled in, and you can charge it up to 200% to have 2 ready-to-go uses at maximum. So again, you start with 1 charge available, you get your power that you've worked for, and if you put in the effort, you can have 2 back-to-back if you really need it. Or 2 in quick succession. Otherwise, space them out. Because it's kind of like if a Warframe has no starting energy, you enter into the mission, you just can't cast. Okay, well I'm glad I'm running Suit. I do love me some Suit.jpg. Tell will say, because you're on low power and taking long on the mission or struggling, has relatively more benefit. It as in the Tauron is better? I don't know how much of an effect it really, each of them really has to validate that, I'll be honest with you. The amount of work put into farming, work put in that all of the resources go into it, they're not going anywhere else. This isn't like passive focus game. We're talking going to Perita, spending a few hours there, doing Perita to get a singular Tauron artifact. Single Techless artifact, sorry, for a Tauron strike. To then have its usage animation, which, okay, yep, very cinematic. But also a bit impractical. Certainly if you're not solo. You invest focus and Perita resources into leveling up the artifact. And Perita Arcanes if you haven't gone by the time you got the bloody artifact. I've still not charged it. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. There we go. Full charge. And wasted overcharge, when you think about it. Full charge and wasted overcharge. That just adds to my point of maybe 50% charge usage to cast it. Because the starting charge I have now, that is predominantly from my from my mod that says I get 12% starting charge. I can't remember if there's a... I think my arcane is a charge rate increase as well. And yeah, I've got my companion defanged here. I'm solo, so no one else is taking my kills. I'm doing this whole thing where I am the entire and sole actor. Alright, we're at 5 minutes. Oh, no focus orb. Yay! And in this time then, even if I could cast them every 5 minutes, every 4 minutes, if we cast them every 4 minutes, a 30-second buff then, every 4 minutes, that is, what, like a 15% uptime? Where is this trying to take me? This way. It's 1 in 8, so that's 12.5% uptime. It's 30 seconds per 4 minutes.
Mission complete.
If it's 30 seconds per 3 minutes, it's still 16% uptime, 16.7. That's on those 30-second buffs. Alright, I'm curious. Is there going to be someone on this node? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, there's 3 people on this node. Perfect. Okay. I'm just loading into the mission. I'm just loading in. Which Warframe's my main? Lavos. Easy choice, Lavos, yeah. Okay, oh, I've loaded in halfway through. Well, that's unfortunate. Where's my 12% starting charge? Okay, I'd like to submit a bug report. Where's my starting charge, DE? Where's my starting charge? It is my only Tauron Strike mod I have equipped. Because I might as well not focus on it. Operator? Yeah, good point. You have to go operator to start it. Because bug. There we are. That's what you were on about earlier. Got it, got it, got it. Oh, no, that's not the way. Where is it? Oh, nope, here it is. Here it is. God damn. I played this game how much, and that bamboozled me. Have I missed a focus orb, or has there just not been one yet? Ah, here we go. There hadn't been one yet. The targets to kill is up by 23 from the mission I did solo.
Well done. Now get to extraction.
Granted, I got here halfway through. So, yeah, let's get to extraction, I guess. Focus orb's not even run out. Yeah. What's my favorite weapon in the game?
Another job well
Tied
executed.
between Burst and Incarnate and Foreman Prime. So Talon Strikes are aimed at endurance missions? That does seem to be the case, doesn't it? If the mission is not endurance, your Talon Strike just doesn't happen at the moment. And that, I would say, is a design flaw outright. So yeah, my immediate changes. If I were put in charge of Talon Strike changes, let's get a notepad for this, because if DE ends up watching this, I want them to see it. I want them to see this bit. Let's get this up onto screen pop before y'all. Alright. Talon Strike changes I would make. 1. Talon is available at mission start. Straight up. Your Talon Strike is available at mission start. 2. Talon consumes 50% of the maximum bar. Even if the bar max goes to 200% instead of current 100%, just use half the bar. Reason being, for those who need an explanation, so charge over Talon available is not wasted. Because at the moment, if you want to save your Talon Strike for a suitable moment, from the moment it is charged to the moment you use it, all charge gain is a complete waste. That's no good. That's just simply no good. 3. A passive charge gain during mission scaled up with focus lenses. So that it's not all about kills and focus orbs. I know that focus orbs are the bigger part of it. You look at the charging I was gaining there, it was predominantly pick up the focus orb, and focus orbs are relatively easy to get through missions. They're triggered by just a little bit of kills. But even then, having just that passive generation, seeing that it is coming, you're going to have it, I think would be a serious buff to it as well. But if I'm very honest, for farm time reduction, put either farm time reduction or farm relocation to be parallel with other gameplay. You can pick up relics by just farming various missions. You get it by going around the star chart, by doing other content. You can farm focus by just going into any content. You can level your weapons, your frames, by going into any content. Sure, there are ideal locations for each of these, but the point remains that these are more enjoyable when you can get them as part of your gameplay as well. You don't have to go to one specific location where you get that and just that. When I go to Perita, I am farming Perita Rebellion core resources only. I'm not walking away with oodles of platinum in the form of endo or arcanes that are going to actually have substantial value, relics, anything like that. There is nothing that connects into the rest of the game, really. It is all in the tech list. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of resources, the basic resources that are used to build Roth and maybe the Vincubus and Sagic Prime. I've not actually looked into that, to be honest. I've not looked into what resources they take to build. You build them once and you move on. Templar, you're going to have to do a bit more than say the word Tellurium at me. Overall, the farm for Techless artifacts is a few hours per artifact, which is locked per focus school. And you're not doing it alongside any other progress. It's very close to the kind of condemnation that people give to so-called content islands. And then you come out of getting it, you go through all that farm, come out of getting it. It's not available at the start of your mission, so you have to earn it. It takes a few minutes to get it in a mission, which means that during many missions you just don't have it. There's no real passive gain other than those focus orbs, so you have to hard focus. And you can't hold on to it to the moment you want to use it without also screwing up how frequently you can use it anyway. So if you have a moment where you want to deal damage with it now, but also you'd like to have the buffs later, or vice versa, you'd like the buffs now, but it's not a good damaging moment, you know, also further torn between these two options. You're like, I know, sure, when it comes to the farm, if it takes you 4 hours, which already is absolutely insane to say, I'll be quite honest with something like this, but if it takes you 4 hours, you can absolutely just do one Perita run of 15 minutes. It's not even takes 15 minutes, but let's say 15 minutes. You do a 15-minute run once a day. In 16 days, then, you'll have it. In 16 days, you'll have it. Which means to get all 5 of them, if you do it at that rate of one mission per day, 16 days per artifact, that would be 80 days? That just sounds like a lot. And yeah, that is with decent runs. That is Steel Path runs with a setup where you know what you're doing to get the good results. If you're not going to get decent runs, you can probably add on another 20 to 30% on that. It shouldn't go too much higher, but yeah. Because you still get, at least on Steel Path, I'm not sure what the resources are on normal mode, but on Steel Path, you get 10 resources from the boss fight, you get 2 resources from each of the commandeered primes that come in. And then you get 1 per order completed. So effectively from mission get-go, you've got... Let's see, how's that add up? Yeah, from mission get-go, you've got the equivalent to 6 orders completed. So if you're running a bit slower than me, and you do, say, 3 fewer orders than me in that time, you'd be missing out on, yeah, about 20-25%. Be in that ballpark. Go on normal mode, it goes lower again still, but it certainly shouldn't be below 50% rate. But even at 50%, that'll make it, what, 6 to 8 hours per artifact? Oh boy. Brother only saying, overall I got all 5 weapons, 75 Perita runs, based on 40 minutes per run, with 17.5 hours for all, 3.5 hours per weapon. Yeah. Yeah. They're nice and cinematic. And if they're going to keep the cinematic stuff, they're going to keep it a long cast duration. Because big wow moment, I get the idea of wanting for the big wow moment. Don't know how well that really fits in with the Warframe they've created over the years, but I get it. And I feel like at least acknowledging Dee's decision to have that experience locked in, I feel like this plot here still works with that. This one up here, this is my number one. Farm time is farm time. Over time, people will get there. It's kind of like how focus takes a long time to farm. So maybe I'm just too advanced into the game. Maybe it's because it's such a new thing and we're all trying to grab it that we feel it harder. That's why this is down at 0.4. This is kind of competing with the whole focus orbs exist. And they are a big chunk of your Tower and Strike gain, so not the biggest deal, but it would still be a nice bonus to have, quite frankly, a nice tangible progress to it, rather than just orb. This, I think, though, is a very strong quality of life to allow you to feel more free to time your usage, to feel more tactical about it, and this is just... Why is it not available at the start? Why isn't it? But if nothing else, I would like an answer on that one. Did they not think of it? Or did they think it would be too powerful to have one to start with? I'm trying to think of a mission that would be trivialized by having a Tower and Strike ready to go that isn't already trivial. Arby's? In what way, Death Scholar? In what way would having a Tower and Strike at start trivialize an arbitration? Bearing in mind, no one should be dead yet, so you don't need the revive one, because you've just started the mission. And RBs are, by and large, endless missions, so you should be getting a Tower and Strike online, if you're focusing it, in what, that like 5 minutes or so mark? But after we trivialize? Okay, that's exactly where you were going, yep. Nope. If nothing else, someone has got to the point of Paris Rebellion. They've spent the time taken, as much as I'm saying reducing, they've spent the time taken to go ahead and get themselves the Revive Tectalist artifact, no less. So they're specifically using that artifact and specifically using that focus school. They've come into an arbitration now, which is something you unlock much, much earlier. Much lower level content. Oh no, they can use a revive. "5 minutes sooner." Are we not supposed to use our abilities? Nah. Already frames trivialize that, although they're not Arby's meta. Yeah, the survival frames are plenty, yeah. This just makes the most sense to me. I think honestly this in itself, out of everything, this in itself has the biggest impact of at least you can goddamn use it. Straight up, every mission, any mission, if you want to use it, you have it. Focus orbs, they give you another use. Focus lenses get you that other use quicker. A passive charge or overcharge makes that whole experience smoother. That's number one. Can I say ETA tank? Would a tank fight be trivialized by it? Also, yeah, Tesco, you're right, yeah. If it turns out that, oh, a tower on strike at the start of arbitrations or EDA is too strong. First of all, how would it be too strong? It's supposed to just be our operator capability. But second, yeah, if it really were that much of an issue, in those specialized missions, they could disable it just like they disable other things. Like, oh, you can't use your on-call crew here because it turns out they're actually good at the game. Yeah. I could see that as a dial it back scaling thing. In your run-of-the-mill mission, Tower on Strike is just going, nope. It's your amp buff. Please go ahead and apply your amp buff. Your amp go burn now. Let's have a look. What got on there? There's 4 amp mods, right? Yeah. Bonus damage to amps, and more bonus for different mods. Bonus crits, and more crits. Bonus fire rate and ammo efficiency. Bonus multi-shot. 12% extra tower on strike initial charge. And... oh yeah, tell a lie. This one doesn't speed up the charging of the Tactilist artifact. That was a different one. Yeah, that's initial charge. That's the charge rate one. There we are. The imp is after. Okay. Are amps finally worth covering for you, Ken? I mean, didn't I do an amp guide, Moon? I suppose I haven't covered the arcanes that came out for them, and since then we now have these mods. But yeah, you don't remember it? I do. There we are. Those of you watching later, I just send the link in chat. Right. Cassie, I don't know why, but something at the back of my head tells me the Triathlon people complain again. If the Triathlon people, quote unquote, look at people having access to Tactilist artifacts and go, "Yeah, that's too good for our farms," I don't care. I genuinely don't care. Oh no, people got access to the upgrade in the game. How dare they? I preferred it when the only way you could take them down in a reasonable amount of time was to have this perfectly min-maxed Riven on this specific weapon, and if you didn't have enough revives left, we wouldn't let you join the squad because you used up your daily revives. That was the good... Screw those kind of people. Not here for them. Alright. I've done a lot of ranting. I've done a bit of Perota. Done a bit of testing. And demonstration when it comes to the Tactilist artifacts. If you do indeed focus on... Focus? The irony is not lost on me. That yes, you can get them charged up about every 3 to 4 minutes in a survival mission. And about every 1.2 to 2 exterminate missions. Which, considering you can only do 1 exterminate mission per mission, is maybe slightly a problem. God help you on a lower kill count exterminate. Actually, yeah, you know what? Final thing, final one, before I do wrap up. One last one. Just as, frankly, overcooking it. One last mission, which is taking it to absurdity. And I'm going to go solo so I don't ruin someone else's experience. How much charge am I going to get on my Tactilist artifact, considering that I start with, what was it, 12% already? Let's find out.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Thank you, bye. Oh, did I see a... Never mind. I thought I saw a item. 12 plus 2% per school? Ah, okay. So I got a little bit more than 12. Probably like 18 then. We got a focus orb. Yay! Mission done. Pretty much flat 50%. Entirely from initial charge and orb pickup. With lenses on everything. Everything. And there we go.
Another job well executed.
Mission complete. 53 kills, 53 seconds. Yeah. Now that is taking it to absurdity. Even that mission, had I started with the textless artifact available, I don't think it would have made it easier. Didn't people tell me that Equinox is bad and needs a rework? Yeah. I suppose they're right, but not in that mission. Right, that is definitely where we're going to wrap it up now. It is officially, as far as I care, the weekend, and I intend to enjoy my weekend. I have got... I got a thing I need to do tomorrow. I've just remembered. And it's early in the day. God damn it. Alright, well, that's definitely got to be sorted. Y'all don't need the details. Point is, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much for joining in. Hope you've enjoyed the dev stream. Hope you enjoyed my ranting. And look forward to more Warframe on Sunday. Perhaps, maybe, slightly less ranty. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.